Well, well, well. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, I don't know where you've been, but if you don't know, allow me to let you know what's going on in the NFL world today, the biggest breaking news of today, specifically about the Minnesota Vikings. Breaking news! Let's go! Get hype. Hey, listen, I understand people gonna probably hate on this move. I get it. But at the same time, they was hating on Sam Darnold. At the same time, they was hating on such and such. At the end of the day, this move it was expected. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to break it down shortly. But breaking news, Kyler Murray signs with the Vikings, ladies and gentlemen. What does this mean for JJ McCarthy? NFL news with your boy Mike Sports Vibes. Let me get to the chat right now before I even start really going in and really talking how I feel. Shout out to Praz, shout out to Aiden, shout out to Daniel, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Yes, I heard about the Bengals getting Jonathan Allen. Yep, I heard about that. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. How you feeling about Kyler Murray? We about to talk about it, bro. We're about to talk about it. Everybody in the building. When you come in the building, stay a little while. Make sure you hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. Breaking news. The Minnesota Vikings signed Kyler Murray. Now, let's talk about it. I'm just trying to wait for more people to come in the building. But let me say this again. It was expected. And I don't care how big of a JJ McCarthy fan you are. At the end of the day, you knew this was expected. And the reason why, you probably didn't want to believe it. The reason why, especially if you are on this channel, is because of Kevin O'Connell. I was trying to tell everybody before Kyler Murray was even rumored to come to the Vikings, before the season ended in 2025, I tried to tell everybody that came to this channel, I don't care what Kevin O'Connell says about, I believe in JJ McCarthy. He was part of the draft. He wanted to draft him in that 2024 NFL draft. People changed their mind. And I try to tell you, because his job is on the line and Kwesi got fired, that he was going to bring us some true quarterback competition. Can I talk that talk? So I don't feel like Viking fans should feel like this catches them off guard. This was expected because Kevin O'Connell's job was on the line, and it still is on the line. And depending on how this all goes down, whether Kyler Murray beats out JJ McCarthy or JJ McCarthy beats out Kyler Murray for the first string quarterback, Kevin O'Connell's job is on the line. This can go very, very good, or this can go very, very bad for Kevin O'Connell. Now, I mean, he's going to get fired if it goes bad. If it goes good, then he's a quarterback genius. He's the quarterback whisperer, and he knows what the heck he's doing. So let's break down this deal. And shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you Super Hawk smash that like button when you come in the building. Stay a little while. We go live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also on this channel going to be going live for primetime games. Not all, but some. You know the vibes. Now let's get to the news of the day. Let's get it. All right. According to multiple sources, multiple sources, the Minnesota Vikings made what could develop into a franchise-altering decision today, which is Thursday, signing quarterback Kyler Murray to a 1-year contract worth a minimum of $1.3 million. That is a bargain. You can say what you want about Kyler Murray. Oh, he's not good. He's a scrub. He's this and that and the third. Now, be careful. Be careful how you, well, you can say what you want, but this is how I look at it, because we're going to really get deep into this conversation. Before I even say what I'm about to say, let me read the rest of this. The deal was cheap because Murray had already been guaranteed $36.8 million by Arizona Cardinals, who released him Wednesday, but its implications will be far-reaching if Murray ends up replacing JJ McCarthy. That's a fact. The number 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, who has started only 10 games in 2 seasons because of injuries. Now, let me say this to everybody that feels, and I'm talking to you directly, if you feel like Kyler Murray sucks, he's not good, he's a scrub, he can't throw, he's too short, it's just a waste of time. I wonder how you felt about Sam Darnold. And I know they're 2 different quarterbacks, but I really would love to know how you felt about Sam Darnold. Another thing I would like to say, this is a quarterback competition in my eyes. That's what I'm thinking, right? I don't think Kyler Murray's giving the job. I haven't heard that he's going to automatically be the quarterback 1. So therefore, if it is, let me say it again, if there is quarterback competition between JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray, if Kyler Murray sucks and he's a scrub and he beats out JJ McCarthy for the starting job, what does that say about JJ McCarthy? Because a scrub should not beat out JJ McCarthy. A scrub should not even come close to beating JJ McCarthy. A person that sucks at football, even though we know that's not true, he was a number 1 pick for a reason. He got his second contract, a big bag from the Cardinals for a reason. Even though he didn't win a Super Bowl, he didn't win a playoff game, he is a 2-time Pro Bowl, I feel like, right? I think he's a 2-time or 1-time, at least 1 time. If he's a scrub and he sucks and he beats out JJ McCarthy, you got to listen, then what does that say about JJ McCarthy? The quarterback that a lot of Viking fans have a lot of confidence in, including myself. Let me say that. I have confidence in JJ McCarthy. I think this is some real competition. I hope this motivates JJ McCarthy. I hope that he doesn't have his head down, he has his head up high. But I'm not going to say Kyler Murray's a scrub and he has no chance of beating JJ McCarthy, because if he beats JJ McCarthy and everybody that said that Kyler Murray's a scrub, that tells a lot about JJ McCarthy then. That's how I'm looking at it, y'all. Because I was wrong once when it comes to this quarterback situation with the Vikings. Now, I've been wrong a lot of times, but I'm just saying, when it came to Sam Darnold specifically, I was wrong, completely wrong. I said that Sam Darnold was not good. He was a bust. He has no business putting on the purple and gold. I wanted JJ McCarthy to start in his rookie year until he tore his meniscus against the Raiders in the preseason game. But I was wrong. I was wrong about Sam Darnold. And I'm not going to make the same mistake and say that Kyler Murray sucks. He has no talent. He's too short. He's a scrub. We're going to see how this plays out. We're going to see how this plays out. And for a veteran minimum, at the very least, he could be a very good backup for JJ McCarthy. You get what I'm saying? Or he could be the starter if he beats out JJ McCarthy and take us to the playoffs and actually do damage in the playoffs. Because I don't want to just get to the playoffs. I want to do damage in the playoffs. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
Or JJ McCarthy beats out Kyler Murray, and he does what I just said, get us to the playoffs and do damage in the playoffs. So this is good for the Minnesota Vikings when it comes to the quarterback situation. We need competition, because the unfortunate truth is JJ McCarthy keeps getting hurt. He's 23 years old. He played 10 games in 2 seasons. You got a head coach with his job is on the line. He's not going to put all his eggs in one basket with a young quarterback that is only 23 years old, that can't stay healthy. he's going to have to bring someone in. And I know Kyler Murray is injury prone. I know he is. He gets hurt. I know he had a few major injuries. Matter of fact, on this article, let me read this real quick. All right, so Murray's time with the Cardinals was, and I'm going to get to the comments very shortly. Excuse me. Murray's time with the Cardinals was decidedly mixed as he dealt with torn right ACL. Oh, my goodness. He tore his ACL. That cost him parts of the 2022 and 2023 season, as well as a foot injury that limited him to 5 games in 2025. That's the latest injury. He also faced questions about his leadership skills and work ethic. That is the biggest deal besides the injury. That is a big deal for me, particularly when the Cardinals placed a homework clause. Now, I don't know how serious this is, but I heard it was something dealing with Call of Duty or something like that. If that's true, I hope it ain't going to happen with the Vikings. Because the one thing about myself as a serious Minnesota Viking fan, I love this team with all my heart. I want to win a Super Bowl so bad before I die. That's the saying. I want to win a Super Bowl before I die. I want to see the purple and gold win a Super Bowl before I die. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other Viking fans feel the same way. We've been to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost all 4. We don't want to keep losing. But the one thing we would not tolerate as Viking fans is a player that we sacrifice our hard-earned money to go to these games, not putting in the proper work. His work ethic is in question. Now, we're going to see. Because like I said, you might have that reputation with another team. So I'm not going to fault you for what you did in the past with your other team, with your previous team. But I tell you right now, I'm definitely watching every game. I'm watching the sidelines. I'm going to be looking up everything. Quotes, press conferences, everything. I hope that his leadership, his work ethic matches his potential talent that he could put on that football field. Because at the end of the day, we all want to win. We all want to be victorious. We all want to get to that mountaintop and get to that ultimate goal. And not just get to that ultimate goal, win that goal. So if he is the starting job, that's a question. Because the one thing I'm not going to question about JJ McCarthy. Only thing you could question about JJ McCarthy for me, I'm just talking for me. I ain't talking for nobody else. Only thing I could question about JJ McCarthy is, dang, he keep getting hurt. I think he has the arm talent. I think he has the dog mentality. I love that he did the gritty in the end zone. I don't fault him for having that swag in the end zone and doing it and celebrating after the whole world made memes about him and clowned this man. You had the right to celebrate. If you don't want me celebrating in the end zone, then why don't you stop me from getting to the end zone? That's how I feel. Stop me and I won't celebrate. Now, another thing I will knock about JJ McCarthy is he got to get down on the ground, bro. I don't know what game it was. He tried to run over a linebacker or a safety, bro. You getting hurt too much for you to even try to attempt to do that. This isn't a playoff game. This is a regular season game, and we need you to be upright so you can get through 17 games in a season. So that was the only thing. Because I believe listen, even veterans throw interceptions. He was a second-year quarterback, really his first year. He made some mistakes. He wasn't accurate sometimes, but that's going to come. It's going to happen. So I don't really knock him for that. But what I will knock is if he happens to get on this football field, say hypothetically speaking, Kyler Murray gets hurt in a game, and JJ McCarthy comes in the game as a second. Like say Kyler Murray is the starting quarterback. He's the first string, and JJ McCarthy is the second string. And say Kyler Murray gets hurt, and JJ McCarthy gets in the game. I need to see improvement, bro. I need to see you being more accurate. Not like throwing behind him all the time. He wasn't doing that all the time. Not throwing it too high all the time. He wasn't doing it all the time. He's throwing it sometimes was pinpoint accurate and the wide receivers just dropped the ball. So I get it. But he could only control what he can control. And another thing I hope that he learned is I hope he was watching Caleb Williams. And I know people are going to say, what you mean Caleb Williams? Yeah, I didn't stutter. As a Viking fan, I respect with Caleb Williams, how his growth, where he was in his rookie season to his growth last season. This man, Kyler Murray, when he got in trouble, he did not force a lot of throws. That man was throwing the ball away. Live to fight another day. That's sometimes veterans can't even do that. A lot of veterans, like the good veterans, they do that. But some veterans be trying to make something out of nothing, and it backfires. Sometimes it's okay to throw the ball away. But let me get to the chat. We about to really talk that talk. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to Too Evil. Shout out to Chris Real. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Lennon. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit the like button. Kane. Shout out to Dizzle in the building. Aiden's in the building. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Shout out to bro Chris. Shout out to everybody, man. Let me get to a couple of these comments. I know I'm missing a lot of comments, but shout out to everybody. God bless everybody. Now let's get to the comments. So T-Bass said, what this means for McCarthy is he has to get off his butt and learn how to be a pro. Make people believe that drafting him at number 10 was not a reach. I like that comment. I'm a Vikings fan, and I'm pretty happy with how good a healthy Kyler Murray could be. I like it. I like the I'm optimistic, Murrow. I'm optimistic about this move. Skull Nation, you can't be mad. Yeah, you can't be mad. It's a 1.3 mil. It like I said before, if JJ McCarthy is scared of competition, which I doubt he is, he shouldn't be the quarterback. If you're scared of a little bit of competition, and like I said to the Viking fans, you can say that Kyler Murray sucks, right? You can say he's not good at all. But if he beats out JJ McCarthy, that tells you a lot about JJ McCarthy. So I try not to say certain things when it comes to Kyler Murray because I don't know. I don't know how this man gonna look. I have no clue. Listen, I'm kind of thinking how y'all thinking when it comes to like, yo, what's it gonna look like? Is he gonna go off script and try to do his own thing? Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the one thing I'm not going to do is say this man's a scrub. I'm just not going to do it. I got to see it. I feel sorry for Kyler going to a sorry franchise. Like, oh, don't be like that, Chiefs. Don't be like that, bro. And by the way, Chief fan, when we go against your team, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. Let me talk that talk.
Talk that
Shout out to Ben.
talk.
He said it'll be some good quarterback competition this summer between them. Fags, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with some competition. Hey, Mike, did you see what Kyler Murray posted? I got to see what he posted, bro. Shout out to everybody in the building. Breaking news. Kyler Murray signs with the mighty Minnesota Vikings, y'all. He signed with the mighty Minnesota Vikings, baby. Get hype, y'all. Get hype. Yeah, we got some quarterback competition. It's not, listen. We got some quarterback competition, baby. This is the one thing I want to talk about his contract, though. Because he does sign, what he did? He signed a $1.3 million, 1-year deal, 1.3 mil. But this is the detail of it, though. Like some more details. Woo! 2026 season reportedly includes a no-tag clause. Let me say that one more time. The 2026 season, like his contract for Kyler Murray, the 1-year contract, 1.3, no tag clause. This means the Vikings cannot use franchise or transition tag, excuse me, on him following the 2026 season. So allowing him to become a free agent in 2027. So this is what, listen, the Vikings, if Kyler Murray wins the job, and I say we have a very good record, say we got above, like we got a double-digit record and we looking good, if they really don't want, like if they really think JJ McCarthy isn't the guy, they're going to have to try to give him this bag, give him the contract. I don't know how that works. Can you give a player a contract extension before the season is over? I don't know how that works. But because what you don't want, if you can't give him the bag before the season is completely over, what you don't want is him to go to all these other teams. Say he does have a great season like Sam Darnold. Just hypothetically speaking, y'all, I don't know. I'm just saying hypothetically speaking, so don't come at me in the comments. You know what I mean? You could. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, if he has a good season, they're going to have to try to give him the bag. Because what you don't want is him just out there, bro, when it comes to other teams trying to sign him. You know, the Steelers are looking for a quarterback. There's a few teams looking for the quarterback, bro. And he's not an old player. What is he, 28 years old? So it's like, you got to be, I don't know how that works. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's crazy because he made sure he had the no tag clause. They said, you're not tagging me, bro. You're not going to have, there's not going to be no franchise tag, bro. You're it's a wrap for it, bro. You're either going to give me the bag or I'm gone. You know what I mean? See, Sam Darnold, I think we could have franchise tagged Sam Darnold, but we didn't. So we got some, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I don't know how good this can be, but we'll see. As a Cardinals fan, I hope he can succeed with y'all. Our sorry franchise obviously couldn't make it work with him. Shout out to you, bro, for this comment, bro. I love that comment. May not have Super Bowls, but we one of the highest win percentage teams in NFL. Stop hating. Fact. That's a fact, bro. We got to get the Super Bowl, though. We got to get that Super Bowl, though. But I feel you. I was one of the first ones, if not the first one, to be all over Kevin O'Connell's, but I'm getting tired of blaming it all on him for McCarthy's shortcomings. That is true, too. It's not all on Kevin O'Connell, but a lot of it for me, I'm just giving you my opinion, a lot of it is on Kevin O'Connell, but it's not all on Kevin O'Connell. That's not even realistic. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't really blame one, like, no matter how bad a quarterback could possibly be or how bad a coach is, it's not all that person's fault. It's a team sport. You know what I mean? But it could be a big portion of it. A big portion of the pie, the blame for me goes to Kevin O'Connell. And yes, McCarthy wasn't perfect. But at the end of the day, you could have made it a little bit easier for him by trying to establish the run, by trying to call plays that were short plays and quick plays to get it out his hand so he's not holding on to the ball too long when you know you have a banged up offensive line. So, you know, Mike, did you see? I got to look that up. Kyler Murray, it's on Instagram. I got to look it up. Shout out to everybody in the building. Minnesota Vikings, let's go, Kyler Murray. If takes us to the playoffs and wins a game, you have to give him, yes, get him credit, for real. McCarthy gives Jefferson 2 touchdowns and barely 1K yards with the best wide receiver in the NFL. JJ ready to leave with that. Yup. Kyler is 3K plus yards. Yeah, he might. Listen, I don't know what he's going to look like. I got to see what it look like in this offense, but I have confidence in JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray. I just want to see who wins this competition, and we'll go from there. You know what I mean? But we can't be as bad as last season, though. We cannot be that bad. We got to stay healthy. That's number one. Number two, our offense cannot be ranked number 29th in total offense. Our offense was ranked so bad. And it sucks because we wasted a great year of defense. Our defense was ranked number 3. That is very good. For people that listen, having the number 3 defense last season and our offense was ranked 29th, that means even though our offense sucked for majority of the whole entire season, our defense held it together and they did not give up. Our defense did not give up. That's a sign of good coaching when it comes to Brian Flores. Now, we're going to see how this offense looks. It better not be. I just want an average offense. I don't need to have this lights out. Man, of course, I would love to have it, but we don't need an offense that's top 5. We don't need an offense that's top 10. Of course, I would love it. I'll be cool with top 17, top 15. It just can't be number 29. 29 to 15, that's a big jump. But that's what I'm asking for. That's what we need. You are an offensive-minded head coach. Our offense, I don't care how many injuries we have. You need to make it work. I seen the 49ers do what they did, and they was banged up. They lost George Kittle in the playoffs against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly, and they still made adjustments and still won the game in Philly. Come on. Okay, we'll take the job. JJ isn't He might. We'll see. We'll see. Exactly, Mike. Talk that talk. No matter who comes through as a starter, believe that they are the guy. Trust the process, baby.
Talk
Yeah.
that talk.
Yeah, bro. Dude, whoever has he will get. Yeah, exactly. Whoever has the chemistry. I feel you on that. Let's be real. He signed a 1-year deal. He is the starter. You know what? I think you might be right. But we shall see. I gotta see it from what Kevin O'Connell says at his next press conference. I want to, because they're going to ask him who's the starter, right? We know the question of the day will be asked. Will Kyler Murray be day one starter for the Minnesota Vikings in the 2026 NFL season, Kevin O'Connell? And we're going to see what he says. Because if he doesn't say competition, you obviously know who the starting quarterback is, which I don't know if I like that, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, I got no control. I don't got no control in the matter. I would like to see competition. JJ McCarthy brought this on himself because he can't stay healthy, because if JJ McCarthy stay healthy, we don't have to do this. That's a fact, though. He got to stay healthy. I don't want to blame him for the injuries, but at the end of the day, he keeps getting injured. And like I said, they fired Crazy. So the only person you can fire now if this does not work out is Kevin O'Connell. If this doesn't work out, Kevin O'Connell's hasta luego, hasta la vista, adios, you're gone. Straight up. McCarthy, I don't know what that, McCarthy wasn't even a high volume passer in college. Dude has been handed more than he has earned. He never proven any. Yo, that's, you know what? That it's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I'm not gonna sit here and cap y'all. I said this, I repeat myself a lot, but I'm gonna just say it. I wasn't the biggest supporter of JJ McCarthy in that draft. I was a Drake May guy. But I changed my mind because he's on the team. I'm rocking with him because he's on the team. That's how I am as a fan. I'm rocking with the player we draft. I seen some things. I seen some flashes, some things he can do. And I like what I seen, but at the end of the day, if Kevin O'Connell doesn't want to run his offense the way JJ McCarthy needs it to be ran, hey, listen, you made a mistake, because you need to establish the run a lot more, especially when you have a 23-year-old quarterback. Every quarterback needs a run game, but especially a quarterback that came out of Michigan, had a very good defense behind him, very good offensive line, had 2 good running backs, was running the ball a lot, only passed it like 10 times in the championship game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to make sure you adapt to what he did. You kind of like in college a little bit. It don't got to be exactly, but at the end of the day, you drafted this man and you got this man throwing 40 times. Knowing our offensive line is, see, it's not even just that. It's because our offensive line's banged up. On top of that, you got him throwing 20, 30 yards down the field when you know our offensive line's banged up. It's crazy, bro. Haha, what you laughing at? You got Dark McCarthy. That's funny. Congratulations on Kyler. Yeah, man, I'm happy for Kyler, man. I'm happy Kyler's in the building, bro. Now we can feel bad together about our team signing bad players to make up for injured players who were playing bad. Hey, listen, all I got to say is this, Mike. If we get to the playoffs, how would your energy feel? Would you move the goalpost? If Kyler Murray plays well, and I'm not saying he's going to win MVP. I'm not going that far. But say he's in the MVP conversations for the first 6 games, and then we get to the playoffs. Would you change your mind about Kyler Murray? Minnesota can't draft a quarterback. No, we can't draft no quarterback. Nah, bro. 3K yards, 30 combined TDs. Ratio, stop acting like he trash. Yeah, I don't know why people think he's so trash, man. It's crazy, but everybody got their opinion, bro. But I say this: if everybody that says he's trash, and you think, and if he beats JJ McCarthy for competition, that says a lot about JJ McCarthy. If you think that Kyler Murray's trash, and it is a true competition between JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray, and he beats out JJ McCarthy, then you got a trash quarterback beating, like, what we doing? I'm just saying, bro. I don't think he's trash, bro. I don't think he's trash. Mike, I'm glad McCarthy was taught a lesson. Yeah, man. I hope the best for him, though. Torn right ACL, season-ending foot injury, an ankle sprain, multiple hamstring strains, and shoulder injury. Yeah, but supposedly he good right now because they gave him, I'm pretty sure they gave him a physical before they gave him the bag, before they gave him the 1.3 mil, the veteran minimum. You know what I mean? So he should be healthy. That's the quarterback you just picked up. Send all the all right. Hey, listen, we gonna see what happens, bro. All I say is this, Mike, keep that same energy. If Kyler Murray becomes a starting quarterback and he beats out JJ McCarthy and he does his thing with the mighty Minnesota Vikings, I don't want you moving the goalposts and say, well, he ain't win the Super Bowl. How many quarterbacks that's in the game right now that won a Super Bowl? How many quarterbacks that's playing right now won a Super Bowl? That's my point. So don't move the goalpost if he starts doing well. I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean? And that's a good point. 1.3 million, that's it. We ain't give him a max contract for 5 years, 4 years, 250 million, 100 million guaranteed. We ain't do all that. We signed him to a veteran minimum, bro. A prove-it season. You can't get a better bargain than that, especially when you're trying to improve your quarterback room, especially when a guy's a 2-time Pro Bowler. Yes, he's been hurt, but we gonna see what happens. Ain't like we paying this man crazy money. We're not saying he's the savior, but all I'm saying is this. Let's see what he does. And everybody that's doubting him, just like everybody that's doubting JJ McCarthy, keep that same energy when they become successful, or give them some respect at least. Don't move the goalpost. Don't say, oh, well, he did good in the regular season. Let's see if he can do it in the postseason. Yes, I get it, but there's not many quarterbacks that win in the postseason. You're trying to win a Super Bowl. I get it, but people said that Kyler Murray sucks. They think he is just awful. They think Kyler Murray can't throw past the line of scrimmage because he's short. They think that this man really ain't that good. Now, if he gets us to the playoffs, then what people going to start saying? I'm really curious. We're going to see how the energy changes. We're going to see. Give credit when credit is due. You know what I mean? Give credit when credit is due. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. It's 1.3 mil, bro. All these other teams fans coming mad, hating is funny, bro. It's 1.3. It ain't like we threw 200 mil at the man. This is a prove-it season. If it goes bad, whoopie-doo. He's a free agent, and we're only paying him 1.3 mil. If it goes good, it's great, because then we can say you did good with the Minnesota Vikings. Stay here, stay home. This is where you should be, and give him that max. Give him a contract. But my whole thing is, for you to pay a potential starter 1.3 mil is the cheapest starter probably in the NFL right now. I said potential starter, not guaranteed starter. 1.3 mil is a bargain, whether he's a backup or a starter. I know backups that's getting paid more than him. I'm talking about from one team, from our team, from the Vikings. I know he's getting 30-something mil from the Cardinals. We ain't worrying about that part. We talking about what the Vikings are doing. They're paying him 1.3 mil. That's not bad. That's actually amazing. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, but I feel like it does make our quarterback room better because if you remember, our quarterback room was JJ McCarthy, Carson Wentz, and Max Brosmer. Now you have a very talented quarterback, a two-time Pro Bowler, in Kyler Murray. You have JJ McCarthy, a top 10 pick in the 2024 NFL draft. Has potential, showed moments of like he showed some moments that were good and he showed some moments that were bad. Let's keep it real. And then I think we're going to sign Carson Wentz for the third string quarterback. Who knows? But that's a good quarterback room. I'll take that way before I take last year's quarterback room. Last year's quarterback room was horrible. 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 Yeah, iron sharpens iron. I love this comment, baby. What's your name, brother? The Dax. The Dax. Shout out to my guy, the Dax. Iron sharpens iron. You need to bring that competition in, baby. I hope this motivates both of them. Because people think, because he lost his job to Brissett with the Cardinals, they think he ain't no good. And JJ McCarthy should use it as motivation. Oh, you bringing in another quarterback that you think can challenge me? We going to see. I'm going to show the whole world that I'm the guy that everybody should have drafted first overall in that 2024 NFL draft. I'm going to show everybody what I'm capable of. I'm going to stay healthy, and I'm going to do what I have to do. We going to see. We going to see what happens. This is one of the most entertaining off seasons I have ever experienced being a Minnesota Viking fan. Because you got to think of it like this. You had Sam Darnold in the building in 2024. He was not the only reason why we won 14 games, but he was a big part of that. He did terrible against the Lions for the first seed. He did terrible against the Rams in the wild card game. It wasn't just all him, though. Let me be specific. It wasn't just all him why we lost those two games, but he was a big part of the L's as well. Then he goes to the Seahawks, signs like I don't know what his contract is, but he signed a big bag with the Seahawks, wins another 14 wins, gets another 14 wins with the Seahawks on a whole nother franchise, a whole nother offensive coordinator, a whole different roster, and wins another 14 games, gets to the playoffs, outplays Matthew Stafford head to head pretty much. Not about, they both played really well, but you know, Sam Darnold made the plays at the end that counted the most, and they went to the Super Bowl. Not only they go to the Super Bowl, they win the Super Bowl. He just did enough to win. He didn't hurt his team by throwing interceptions or fumbling the ball. So you see all that happened, right? In the meantime, the Minnesota Vikings offseason is in question with the most important position, and that's the quarterback. And you know, he played 10 games last season. It went from a high ankle sprain in week 2 to, I don't know what play, he got a concussion. Came back from that, hairline fracture in his hand. You know, came back from that, played pretty well down the stretch. But that's after Kevin O'Connell changed up the whole game plan, changed up the play calling, and admitted that he was going through it. That's what's crazy about the whole thing. So we're not even just talking. He actually admitted, I'm going to simplify my plays for my quarterbacks. Like, come on, bro. You're going to simplify when the season almost over. That don't even make no dang on sense. I'm going to simplify the plays. Come on, bro. So he simplified the playbook for his quarterbacks at the end when the season over. And then it's just like, all right, Crazy gets fired randomly. Nobody could expect he was going to get fired like randomly. They fired the offensive line coach. We knew that was going to happen. Then they fired Crazy. And you're like, are they about to fire Kevin O'Connell? And then they make Rob Brzezinski the GM pretty much. Right? He the GM right now, for right now. Kevin O'Connell's job They pretty much say it was Crazy's fault and the offensive line's fault. I know what I'm doing. I'm Kevin O'Connell. Let me figure out what I need to do. Give me 1 year, and I'm gonna make us a playoff team. And we're gonna see what happens. He looked around. There was rumors about Mac Jones. There was rumors about Kirk Cousins coming back. There was rumors about Geno Smith. I even heard rumors about Tua. I heard rumors about every quarterback that you can name, Aaron Rodgers, everybody. Trading for Joe Burrow, trading for Justin Herbert. But we all knew, right, that Kevin O'Connell, no matter what he said about JJ McCarthy that was positive, we knew that he was going to make a move and get a quarterback on this team to compete with JJ McCarthy at the very least. Because guess what? It is true that his job is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what his regular season record is, which is very, very good. I think it's like 40-something and 20-something. That don't mean nothing if you can't win in the playoffs. If you lose in the wild card rounds every time you get to the playoffs, what's it matter? And you had Sam Darnold, which is a very good quarterback. You had Kirk Cousins on the first try. Now let's see with the third try, maybe the third time's the charm. Whether it's JJ McCarthy or Kyler Murray. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. And also hit that subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is One YouTube Family. Sports and Design. Yeah. Sports and Design to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. And we're also going to be going live for primetime games. Shout out to my guy, Mike. Even though Mike is going against Kyler Murray, I got a lot of respect for Mike. Got a lot of love for Mike. I don't agree with a lot of stuff he be saying sometimes. I don't be agreeing with the man. Hey, listen, he be capping big time. I ain't going to say a lie. Hey, Mike be capping in the comments.
Really? Stop.
But
the cap.
But he really put it out there. He's like, yo, you should go live for this primetime game. I started doing it, and people started liking it, so I'm going to be going live for some primetime games as well. So shout out to my guy, Mike, in the building. JJ McCarthy won that can't finish 17 games, and when he played, he looked way too inconsistent. Yep. Yes, hit that like button, everybody. Thank you, Chris, for real. 6 games, 976 touchdowns. Let me put up JJ McCarthy's statistics, and we're going to put up Kyler Murray's statistics for last season, right? Let's just talk about it, right? And I know they both got hurt. I know both quarterbacks got hurt. So, yeah. All right, let me put up Kyler Murray's statistics. I'm just looking at it right now. Y'all can't see it, but I can see it. Let me say this. How many games did he play last season? Kyler Murray, how many games he played? All right, so Kyler Murray, he didn't play well. He didn't play a great. But what I will say is, let me see his statistics. So in 2025, 962 throwing yards for Kyler Murray, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, QBR 47.2. Not good, not the best. I do like the fact that I don't like his QBR. That's obvious, but touchdown to interceptions not the worst. You know what I mean? It's all right. 6. As long as you got more touchdowns and interceptions, and at least he doubled his touchdowns. Let me look at his completion percentage is 68.3. He played 5 games. He also had 173 rushing yards and 1 rushing touchdown, 6.0 per carry. Now let's look at JJ McCarthy. He played 10 games. All right, so he played 10 games, threw for 1,632 yards, 11 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and his QBR is even worse, 35.6. And yeah, let me see how many rushing yards, because JJ has some rushing. So he had 181 rushing yards, 4.9 a carry, and 4 rushing touchdowns, which I absolutely love, bro. Like, JJ McCarthy more athletic than what people think, bro. That man, he pretty athletic. So if you was to add another 5 games to Kyler Murray, what would his statistics be? Would his statistics be better than JJ McCarthy's when it comes to touchdowns? I think so, actually. When it comes to interceptions, I think so. Would his QBR be better? Probably. His completion percentage, also JJ McCarthy, was 57.3. So Kyler Murray's completion percentage, even though he didn't play that many, he played less games, he had a better completion percentage as well than JJ McCarthy. Because JJ McCarthy's completion percentage is 57.6 in 10 games, and Kyler Murray's completion percentage is almost 68%. Or it's 67.1. No, my bad. I apologize. Actually, it's 68.3. My bad. So his completion percentage is 68.3. Can someone name their wide receivers? Is any of their wide receivers better than Justin Jefferson? I'm curious. Do they have one wide receiver that's better than Justin Jefferson? Matter of fact, I'll make it easier for you. Do they have one wide receiver that's better than Jordan Addison? I'm just curious. Because if they don't got a better wide receiver that's better than Jordan Addison, you definitely ain't going to be better than Justin. They're definitely not going to be better than Justin Jefferson. So if Kyler Murray was throwing to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, what would his statistics be? I'm just saying. I'm just asking a question, right? And this is the thing. How tall is Kyler Murray? Kyler Murray is 5'10". Some people think he's 5'5", but he's 5'10", 28 years old, was the first overall pick in 2019. He has some good seasons. Did it amount to playoff wins? No. But I feel like he'll be even better with the Vikings if he wins the starting job. I think his completion percentage will be better than 68.3. I think he'll have more passing yards, and he'll also have probably more rushing yards if he stays healthy. See, that's the biggest thing when it comes to JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray. They got to stay healthy. Now, when you talk about JJ McCarthy, I don't think this tells the full story with the QBR. This doesn't tell the full, and I'm not trying to make excuses for JJ McCarthy. I get it. I don't want to be a JJ McCarthy apologist, right? I don't want to just make it seem like he does no wrong. But I got to put some truth in context. I got to put full context when I talk about JJ McCarthy because, like I said, his genius of a head coach and Kevin O'Connell didn't change his play calling until the end of the season. So his QBR would have been better if he would have adjusted his play calling. Also, his completion percentage probably would have been better as well. And he probably wouldn't have, I'm not going to say he wouldn't have the interceptions because, I mean, some of those interceptions was definitely just a bad throw. Just a bad throw as a rookie, as a second-year young quarterback. But I believe he'll have more touchdowns. And I also believe if the wide receivers would have caught the ball some of the times, he would definitely have more touchdowns. That's a fact, bro. Jordan Addison had it in his breadbasket in the end zone and just dropped it, bro. So his numbers could have been a lot better if the wide receivers would catch the ball. But then again, you got to have full context. He got to put it on the money as well because sometimes he'll throw it behind him. Sometimes he'll throw it 50 feet too high. Sometimes he'll throw it a little bit too far ahead. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give the wide receivers any excuse when it comes to him throwing the ball too hard. Yes, I would like them to have a little bit more touch on his throws, but these are professional athletes. Catch the freaking ball. If it hits you on your hands, if it hits you on the numbers, and you grab that ball, you should be able to catch it. I'm not going to give the excuse, well, he threw it too hard. Come on, bro. This is football. This ain't no soft sport, bro. I don't want to hear that. This is football. And another thing, I want to say this, man. Let's talk about this offensive line. And look, I'm not trying to make all these excuses for JJ McCarthy, but just hear me out. Our offensive line got to be better next year, whether it's JJ McCarthy or Kyler Murray. Our offensive line got to get healthy and stay healthy. It's not about getting healthy. It's about staying healthy after you get healthy, if that made any sense. It's about getting healthy and staying healthy. That's what I meant to say. It's about getting healthy and staying healthy, because we don't have a chance if Kevin O'Connell doesn't want to run the ball and he wants to throw the ball 20 yards on the field every single play. Our offensive line has to be healthy. And if our two tackles and Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill, two Pro Bowl tackles, are healthy, if we have Donovan Jackson stay healthy, Will Fry stay healthy, and I'm going to just put this guy for the center because I'm trying to speak it into existence. Jake Slaughter at the center position, he stays healthy for the mighty Minnesota Vikings. We might got something special when it comes to the offensive line. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. If they all stay healthy, hey, listen, they're going to have all the time in the world, but you still can't just sit in the pocket for more than 3 seconds. Even the best offensive lines can't block that long against some of these great pass rushers, especially when you go against pass rushers like Aiden Hutchinson and pass rushers like Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson or Myles Garrett. Like all these good pass, you're not going to be able to hold on the ball that long, bro. I just hope Kevin O'Connell learned from the Super Bowl champions is even though you have the quarterback that can throw 40 times in a game, it's okay to run. It's okay to run the ball. It's okay to run the freaking ball.
Talk that talk.
It's okay to do that. Let me get to the comments. My bad, y'all. I had to go on this big rant real quick. I need everybody that's in the building to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is One YouTube Family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going live for some primetime games as well. So salute to everybody that's in the building. Good vibes over here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's welcome. This is One YouTube Family. Let me get to the chat right now. Thank you so much for everybody that's in the building right now. Appreciate it. He's older. Now he's older, coming back from injury, and that's saving the day. Now, we ain't saying all that, bro. What we saying is for 1.3 mil is a bargain. And also what we saying is, like, I get it. The numbers, those are the numbers that he put up last year because he had an injury. I get it. But I hate to go back to JJ McCarthy, but he's been hurt too. He's been hurt probably more early in his career. He's been hurt literally before he took one step on the field in the regular season. He missed the whole entire season with a meniscus tear. My mindset as a Viking fan is I'm not even thinking about injuries when it comes to our quarterback. I'm going to just think as optimistic and positive as possible and think that Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy will be healthy for the whole entire season. I'm going to just say that, man. I am just, if I didn't get Aaron Rodgers, I am just Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, 28, it's not that old. Yeah, 28 is good. Yeah. Yeah, we going to be all right. Cheers. What's good? What's good, Angel? Shout out to you, bro. 2 bad quarterbacks in 1 quarterback room. Oh, stop it. We going to be all right. We going to be all right. Murray's terrible. We going to see. We going to see. Vikings have the 3rd, 5th worst quarterback room currently. Nah, we got one of the best ones, bro. We got one of the best quarterback rooms. They said my whole thing is, what was everybody saying about Sam Darnold? Prior to him doing what he did with the Vikings and winning the Super Bowl with the Seahawks, what was y'all saying about our quarterback room then? We had JJ McCarthy, Sam Darnold. Who was it? Was it Nick Mullins? Like, what was y'all saying about that quarterback room? Because before he came to the Vikings, Sam Darnold was considered a bust to a lot of people. I'm just curious. We'll see what happens. Third-ranked defense. Now, if we get a top 5, exactly, we golden. Facts, bro. Facts. Dylan said, from the jump, I called this. I am not giving up on JJ McCarthy. This looks like a true quarterback room. Thank you. I love that first thing you said. Yes, which is what it should be, a competition. JJ isn't afraid of competition, and we're going to see how this turns out. But that's a fact. I don't think he's scared of competition. But you know what I think? You know who I think is scared of competition? I think a lot of the fan base is scared of competition because they're scared. They're saying that Kyler Murray sucks this bad. They're scared that Kyler Murray is going to beat out JJ McCarthy in a competition battle, head to head. So, come on now, because I don't believe JJ McCarthy's scared. But it might be some of the fan base, oh man, Kyler Murray might take his job. We got to, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. Your bags that you nah, with K1, we a top 10 offer. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I love that. We a top 10. I mean, I hope we top 10. That'd be awesome. 2 of the worst go to prison in the league. Dance Murray. All right, so dance. Let's go, Vikings. Let's go. Can I get some skulls in the chat? Can I get about 3 skulls from everybody in the chat? Spam skull in the chat. Everybody that's in the chat right now, spam skull in the chat at least 3 times. Skull, baby. Hold on. We about to do this right now. Hold on. Skull. Let's go, baby. Skull. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, so we got. All right, yeah, man. I want Jefferson with 10 touchdowns, bros. Yeah, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right, Mike. I'm telling you, Mike. Mike, keep that same energy, Mike. Like Darnold last year, right? Yeah, they was hating on Sam. Listen, I was hating on Sam, bro. I was like, yo, why he going to Vikings, man? I was wrong about Sammy D. I'm not hating on Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, welcome to the mighty Minnesota Vikings, bro. Welcome to the mighty Minnesota Vikings, bro. Salute to Kyler Murray for signing that veteran minimum with the Minnesota Vikings. We're going to see what happens, though. We're going to see what happens. Darnold look good. He had, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me see what's up right here. We're going to see, bro. We're going to see. We know Kevin O'Connor is going to deflect with a political. Yeah, he going to have to. He going to say, listen, I could hear it right now. All right, here, I'm going to get the mic. This is Kevin O'Connor. All right, it's going to be that person asking him at the press conference. Kevin O'Connor, you said at the NFL Scouting Combine that you were bringing in quarterback competition. Now, my question to you is this truly a quarterback competition? Or is Kyler Murray the starting quarterback for the mighty Minnesota Vikings in the 2026 NFL season? Drop the mic. And this is what Kevin O'Connor's going to say. To everybody that wants to hear the truth and me not really tell you an answer, I want to say to the world that I like JJ McCarthy. I think he's a good leader. He's in good spirits. He understands that we had to bring another quarterback in for just to improve our team, to improve our quarterback room. JJ McCarthy, I was there when we drafted him in that 2024 NFL draft. I was there and I was a big reason why we picked him. But at the same time, my job is on the line. And I repeat, I cannot allow myself, Kevin O'Connell, KOC, the quarterback whisperer, I cannot allow JJ McCarthy to mess up my reputation by me not being able to develop him. On top of that, us not being able to get to the playoffs and do some damage for the first time. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I will announce today to the whole entire world that Kyler Murray is named the starting quarterback in the 2026 NFL season. Applaud, 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 applaud. Yeah, that's Kevin O'Connell. I'm telling y'all, he ain't gonna say it like that, but I have a feeling that Kevin O'Connell is gonna make an announcement saying he the starting quarterback. I feel like it should be competition, though. I feel like it should be competition. Everybody that's in the building, please help me out by hitting the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building rocking with your boy. I know the vibes. Let's get it. All right. I'm just catching up with the kind you don't watch football, and that's okay. Oh, y'all talking, y'all don't watch football. I'm glad you're passionate about the team. Yeah, I'm passionate about my team. You know what I mean? I listen, Mike, you entitled to your own opinion about Kyler. All I ask is this. If Kyler Murray does good next year, if he is the starter, make sure you put some respect on his name. That's all I'm saying. Like, it'd be different if, like if you're right, say you are right and he doesn't do good. Okay, I will admit you're right. But admit that you're wrong, because I feel like you're going to be wrong when Kyler Murray shines the brightest on this team, if he gets the opportunity, if he beats out JJ McCarthy. Keep that same energy. Or admit that you was wrong at least. You know what I mean? Going to be a fun year for sure. I'm trying to catch up in the comments. Stats don't tell stories. That's why I say you don't. Stats tell some of the story, but not all the story. As a Bears fan, good luck with him. Y'all need it. Hey, Wade. Hey, Wade, don't do that. Don't be like that, bruh. He said, as a Bears fan, good luck with him. Y'all need it. That's crazy. He most definitely going to beat out JJ. Easy work. Hold on, 3,000. I need you to be specific. I need you to be specific. What you mean by that? What you mean by that? Be specific, my brother. Yes, hit the like button, everybody. Now, if Kyler does well, dudes like this will give all the credit to Jettas or KLC. This is how I look at it, right? I just want people to admit when they wrong. Just like myself, I was wrong about Sam Darnold. My ego will never be too big to admit when I'm wrong. Because they try to give all the credit to Sam. They try to give all the credit to Kevin O'Connell for Sam Darnold's success. And then he went to another team and did the same thing. So Kevin O'Connell did help him out. I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't help Sam Darnold. But that could be a good point. Excuse me, y'all. If Kyler Murray does good, right? people will try to be like, all right, well, who won't do good with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and TJ Hockenson and Kevin O'Connell as the head coach? They're going to try to deflect it and push the goalpost and say, well, it wasn't really him. It wasn't him, but he was the one throwing the ball. It wasn't him, but he was the starting quarterback the whole entire season. You know what I mean? They try to make excuses, bro. For real. Yeah. What's up, bro? Appreciate you rocking with your boy. Nicholas, what's good? So what was the point of drafting McCarthy? What was the point of drafting McCarthy? Well, the ultimate goal is to find your franchise quarterback, right? And just because you draft, listen, I want to say this. I hope the Vikings don't trade JJ McCarthy. I think they should keep him on the roster. I hope, even if he loses the starting job, keep him on the roster. The point of drafting a quarterback, man, is just to see if he's the guy. Like I said before, I feel like Kevin O'Connell's job's on the line. And once Kwesi got fired, he knows his time is limited and it's this season. So he had to bring somebody else in. But that doesn't necessarily mean that JJ McCarthy is a scrub. He's a bust. He's not good. If we had a team that was young and upcoming and we wasn't that, like, we have players that are in their prime. Like, we talking about, in some people's eyes, I'm not going to say some, most people's eyes, Justin Jefferson is one of the best. You might not say he's the best wide receiver right now because of that down season last year. But he's one of the best wide receivers in the game. He's in his prime. We have a team that's already, that's ready to win, in my honest opinion. You got 2 tackles that are Pro Bowlers when they're healthy. I know when healthy, I hate saying that, but it's true. So it's like, I think didn't Kevin O'Connell say something like it's the timing? It's just kind of off. Like, it's just the timing's off, especially because his job is on the line. I think that's what it is right now. His job's on the line. And he has to do good this year. The Vikings have to be in the playoffs this year. And the problem is this. Our division is stacked. I think the Lions are going to bounce back from last year. I don't think the Lions are going to be as bad. Like, they're going to be better next year. I think the Bears ain't going nowhere. The Packers ain't going nowhere. So we have a hard division. So we don't really have time for slip-ups. And I'm not saying that JJ McCarthy can't be the guy. Say we didn't sign Kyler Murray and they made JJ McCarthy the starting quarterback in 2026. You still got to bring in competition. You still got to bring in a good quality backup that could potentially maybe even take his job. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the honest truth is this. JJ McCarthy, as much as I like him, he keeps getting hurt. And you can't even use age. Oh, he's older. He's 35. No wonder he gets hurt all the time. He's 23. He got hurt when he was 22. He tore his meniscus. He's young and he's going through all these injuries. So that's the issue we have. He's young and he's going through all these injuries. And I think that's his biggest kryptonite. Injuries. It's not about his talent. In my opinion, at least. I don't think it's his talent. I think it's the injuries, bro. But we drafted McCarthy because we wanted him to be the franchise. But the unfortunate truth is people's job is on the line. And the owners want to win a Super Bowl. I mean, the owners want to get to the playoffs. And of course, they want to get to the Super Bowl as well. I hope they do. But I don't know. Yeah. Stats don't tell the whole story exactly. But yeah. Stats tell some of the story, not all the story. People are on a foreign. Most just repeat some ish they heard somewhere. They heard Kyler was trash from some goofy and they rolled with it. Paid him no attention. You know what's so crazy? All right. I was looking at some Kyler Murray highlights. I know his highlights, man. I know. But I'm looking at this man and some of the throws that this man was making on the move, some of the, I don't know how good he is with his feet now, with his legs, getting out of trouble, buying time with his feet and throwing it down the field constantly because his offensive line couldn't block for nothing. Listen, bro, I was getting excited watching his highlights, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, for real? Now, if he's like that, and better, or possibly better with this offense, with this talent, hey, listen, we should be a top 15 offense. We should be we were 29th last year. We should at least get to number 15. At least, bro. If we don't get to at least 15, bro, we got some issues, bro. We got some serious issues. But everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Also, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family, and I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Let's see what else is going on around the Minnesota Vikings right now. All right. Woo. So, so after signing Kyler Murray, I don't think Kirk Cousins is coming. But I know there was rumors about if Kyler Murray doesn't sign with the Vikings, Kirk Cousins is the favorite to sign with us, which I don't think that would be a good idea. I don't want to go backwards. I want to move forward. And I like Kirk Cousins, but nah, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool on the Kirk Cousins.
Nah,
I'm cool on that, brother.
Nah.
All right, so Kevin O'Connell, Brongan, Kyler Murray. Let's see what else is out there. Is anything else out there? There was a lot of interest playing quarterback for Minnesota Vikings. He said, I'm trying to get all right. So after the signing, head coach Kevin O'Connell spoke to the media on Thursday. O'Connell shared that the Vikings had several conversations with different quarterbacks, free agents, before landing on Murray. There was a lot of interest in playing quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, he said. Okay. I think this is what Kevin O'Connell said. I think we accomplished a goal, which was to add a really talented player with some experience to that room. I love it. It's something I'm really excited about as we set out to elevate the situation in the quarterback room, being very competitive. I love that. So I knew this was going to happen, man. I knew it, bro. Like I knew this was going to happen. They was going to bring somebody else in. It just happens to be someone that is really a threat, in my honest opinion, to take JJ McCarthy's job for at least this season. We'll see what happens, man. The thing that I want to know, right, is Kyler Murray, man, his skill set is different. He is one of the best dual threat quarterbacks. Let's see if he can still use his legs like he used to. But he's definitely a scrambler. He'll definitely buy time. He will definitely extend plays. He can get yards on the ground. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to be optimistic about Kyler Murray. I'm trying to read some other things. Okay, he also said, when you actually dive in and really study Kyler's experience at the position, you do see a lot of really great qualities that fit into some of the things we ask our quarterbacks to do. I think Kyler's an accurate player. I think he learned to play with really solid fundamentals in the passing game. He can make all the throws. And that's an I quote by Kevin O'Connell. That's what Kevin O'Connell said today. And then this is what Kevin O'Connell said about JJ McCarthy. He said he had a great conversation, and I quote, with the young signal this week. He said he's focused on what's out in front of him personally, and he's attacking that every single day. He's doing great. Oh my gosh, are you serious? All right. So he also said he knew we were going to be adding somebody to the room. He told Kevin Seifert this of ESPN. As Kevin O'Connell also said, he knew that didn't change anything about his mindset and focus on improving and attacking this offseason the right way. All right. He also said, unless I'm confused in any way, shape, or form, I don't believe we have to name one of those current. Hold on. What did he say? With Murray officially in Minnesota, it appears that the Vikings will have competition for the starting job. Oh, so he's saying he doesn't have to name the starting quarterback yet. He would not name a starter on Thursday. So he hasn't named a starter, and I'm talking about Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy. We'll see what happens. Let it be a real competition, Kevin O'Connell. I'm watching every preseason game, play on both in preseason. And let's see who wins. Let's see how they do in training camp. Let's see if they can build that chemistry with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and TJ Hockenson. Let's see. You know what I mean? I want to see this. I want to see how this works. I want to see. I'm excited about this year. We have to figure this out. And we will figure it out this season. Super Bowl 61 is the Minnesota Vikings season. The Super Bowl 61 is the Vikings Super Bowl to lose. Let's go, baby. We winning Super Bowl 61, baby. Hey, listen, I said it, bro. Hey, I'm a delusional Viking fan. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, let me read these comments. But for 1.3 mil is a bargain, bro. All right, I'm trying to catch up in the comments. All right, so I read that. I read that. I'm trying to catch up in the comments. If I miss your comment, my bad. If they don't bless Kyler Murray with a running game, it'll just be similar situation with Cardinals, but with a good defense. Yup. We have to run the ball. I agree. We are getting a potential fun year. Well, potentially a fun year. Oh, wow. Giving JJ one more maturing year, no biggie. Let's get it. I agree. He cheated. Maybe you can full season. It's only in the game. I think we're better, bro. We almost made the playoffs with a 29th ranked offense, bro. Imagine if we're 15 or higher. I hope it works out for him and us. At worst, it buys us a year to allow JJ McCarthy to figure some things out. At best, it's Super Bowl. Let's go. Let's go to the freaking bowl, baby. Can't wait to return Skyler. Yeah, with Steve Young. Never know. Let's go, baby. Joe Montana, you know. Yeah, we looking good, man. I like this, man. I love what we're doing right now. He plays in soccer. And it's gonna have to be Kevin O'Connell to adjust to what Kyler Murray does. You know what I mean? We still have to see if Kevin O'Connell improve. If he doesn't, he's gone. Facts. I agree. I wonder if these people realize how good Kyler's receiver room finally is. Yeah. We'll see what happens. There's a reason the fans of the other teams in our division didn't want us to get Murray for 1.3 mil. Facts. That's a bargain, bro. Yeah. That's a bargain. So is this going to be y'all starter? I don't know, bro. We going to see. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you in the building, man. How's everything doing for you, man? How's everything going with you, brother? If so, he lights it up, then that McCarthy pick was a waste. Yeah. There's plenty of wasted first-round picks in NFL history, but I don't even think it's a wasted pick. It might be a wasted pick for the Vikings, but I see JJ McCarthy being good on another team, possibly. Never know. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Beneficial, but the most recent pass. If y'all didn't get him, Justin Jefferson would have left. He barely got it. He barely got 1,000 yards last year. That's a fact, bro. You ain't lying, though. You ain't lying. And Murray and McCarthy tried to sharpen each other. Y'all, you funny, Mike. My boy funny in the comments, man. Boy, funny. Like 75% of the quarterback picks are a waste of the NFL, man. Yeah, a lot of it happens. A lot of busts, bro, but not just the quarterbacks, though. But you're right. Most of the time, the quarterbacks. Skull, let's get it, baby. Let's get it, baby. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Oh, I am enjoying watching another team. We're gonna be the best, bro. We're gonna be the best, Mike. What does it take to be number one? Two is not a winner. Nobody. Two is not a winner. Nobody remember it. What does it take to be number? Y'all know the vibes. We about to be number one. Bear down Chicago Bears. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Everybody that's in the building, can y'all please get the likes up? Please hit the like button when you come in the building. Hit the subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. I'm just looking at everything. Yeah, but it's like people get so emotional, like about, like, all right, I like JJ McCarthy too, bro. But people get so worked up if you say anything about someone potentially taking his job, or you tell the truth about the man keeps getting hurt. They get in their feelings like they like, oh my gosh, like, why y'all wasting y'all time talking about all these other quarterbacks? They all suck. If it's not JJ McCarthy, they suck. I'm like, bro, you could probably get Tom Brady in his prime, and you would probably say Tom Brady sucks because you like JJ McCarthy so much. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Like, I like JJ McCarthy too, but you still need to have quarterback competition. The man keeps getting hurt. And if you was the head coach of the Vikings, how would you feel if your job was on the line and your starting quarterback keeps getting hurt? You would have to bring in somebody else. You would, unless you just don't care about your job. What, you gonna put all your eggs in one basket with a quarterback that only played 10 games in 2 seasons? Come on. Let's keep it real. How many times do you get an opportunity to give Murray 1 point? Yes, everybody should in the moment, because this never happens. That's a fact, bro. That's a straight up fact, bro. Super Bowl bound Bears. We gonna see about that. The defense was good. 5 games too. We're gonna be all right though. We just gotta get healthy on the offensive line too, though. Waited till we were out of the playoffs to adjust. Yeah, bro. Then all did. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. He said, just go on about how great the Vikings are and how much greater they are picking up an injury-prone quarterback that couldn't be. You right. Well, he on another team now. We ain't worried about what he did with the other team. That's what you gotta understand, Mike. We ain't worrying about what he did with the Cardinals. We worrying about what he does with the Vikings. He with another franchise, baby. We don't care what he did. Yeah, that other bull probably beat him out. Let's see how good the Cardinals do. Let's compare the Cardinals next year to the Vikings record this next year. If Kyler Murray is the starting quarterback for the Vikings, let's compare the records and see who does better. I ain't a betting man, but I definitely think that the Vikings will have a better record. And I say that respectfully. For real. Oh, man, y'all funny in the comments. Still got to have a run game. Still got to have a go-to safety, which doesn't come around often. Yeah, we do got to get a run game. That's a fact, bro. Like, we got to run the ball, and we got to draft a safety. I watched the last 5 games on this channel. Excuse me, y'all. Kevin O'Connell was bad last year. That he should have to get an NFC title game to keep his job. Let's go, baby. Let's get to the Super Bowl. I'm thinking to the very top. Because I'm very delusional. That's funny. I am delusional, though. I ain't going to lie. Let's keep it real. Murray is not the long-awaited savior of the team. We have lots of other issues to deal with. Hey, listen. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to keep on bringing up Sam Darnold because I was wrong about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, if he was on this team, it'll be awesome. I'm not saying we would have won the Super Bowl yet. We could have, maybe, I don't know. But I tell you this, we'll be in a way better position than we are right now. And we wouldn't be worrying about quarterback like competition because there wouldn't be a quarterback competition. And Sam Darnold came to this team. Let's keep it real. When Sam Darnold came to this team and we had JJ McCarthy, we drafted him in the 2024 NFL draft. Nobody thought we was going to win 14 games. That's why I say the NFL is any given year. That's like we say any given Sunday, any given year. You might bring someone in and might change the franchise. I'm not saying Kyler Murray's going to be that guy, but I'm not saying he won't be because I just don't know. I'm hoping that we look good. I just want to win a freaking Super Bowl. I'm tired of us having the title of us winning the most games. We won the most games in the NFL without a Super Bowl win. I don't like that. That's not a good thing to brag about. But it shows you that this team is a winning organization. We just never won the big game. We've never been a losing organization. We don't have 3-4 seasons and just suck and have first overall picks all the time. No. We might have one brutal season and then we're back at it again. But I want to do more than just get to the playoffs. I want to do more than just get to the NFC Championship game. I've been a Viking fan for 20 years. I never seen a Super Bowl. I never seen this Viking team get to the Super Bowl. The furthest I've seen this team go was in the NFC Championship game. And that's the unfortunate truth. I want to change that trend. And like I said, I don't think you heard. I left a comment on someone left a comment on one of my shorts or whatever. And I was like, we're not as far from being a true contender as like people think we're so far away from being a contender. We're not that far. If we have similar defense to what we had last year and we just have an average offense, this team will be one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL. Our defense made Sam Darnold look like he wasn't Sam Darnold. Our defense made Lamar Jackson look like he wasn't a 2-time MVP. Our defense was shutting dudes down all season long, bro. We made Caleb Williams look bad. Caleb Williams wasn't putting up numbers against us. He was putting up numbers against everybody else. So that's why I'm saying people make it seem like the Vikings are just so far away. We are not that far away like people think we are. We just have to have something offensively. And that's the job of Kevin O'Connell, the offensive-minded head coach, to get this 29th ranked 29th ranked offense to be average or a little bit better. And if we bring similar, it don't got to be top 3. It could be a top 10 defense. We are dangerous. I made a short earlier today. I said, the playoffs is what you did for me lately. It's an elimination game every single game you play in the playoffs. Anything can happen in the playoffs. That quarterback, what happened last year? Our quarterback got hurt. What happened last year? Multiple players got hurt in the playoffs. Some players not playing as good in the playoffs. Some players playing amazing. Like, things happen. The best team, record-wise, in the regular season does not always win the Super Bowl. Yes, they have the highest chance because they have home field advantage, right? I get it. They get the bye week, all that other stuff, right? But it's not a guarantee because they can go run into a wild card team and lose. This team, and I'm not even saying that this is going to be a wild card team next year. This could be a team that could be challenged for the first seed. Who knows? And I'm not talking about just Kyler Murray being a starter. It could be JJ McCarthy. Don't matter to me. I could care less who the starter is. I just want to win. But I don't feel like this team is far away from. We're not that far. Don't let nobody tell you that we're that far. We were one game out of the playoff race last year with the 29th ranked offense, with quarterback play that wasn't consistent. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, yo, we got to see what our offense looks like. But it starts with health. I also want to see us run the ball. Like my homie said, are there any running backs or safeties in free agency worth looking at? I'm going to have to look into that. We have to run the ball. We have to. We have Jordan Mason. Aaron Jones is coming back. We're possibly going to draft a running back in this draft. The running back that we draft in the 3rd round or possibly the 2nd round or maybe the 1st round if it's Jeremiah Love. Could be the 1st stringer. But there's no point of having a good running back room if you don't run the ball. You have to run the ball to be successful in today's NFL. Even with all this talk about everything is we're going to throw it all the dang on time. You got to establish the run somewhat. And I'm not saying it has to be a top 10 run game. It got to at least be a top 15. Because when you get to the playoffs, the run game can help you in so many ways. Keep the ball out of the opposing offense's hands. Tire the defense out. So when you get to that second half, it can be easier. Keeping that defense, on their heels, uncomfortable. So you're not one-dimensional. You ain't throwing it 50 times. You're mixing it up. You're running. Running back screen. What's even better is if you have a running back that can catch as well. Like, I remember, listen, one of my favorite running backs in Minnesota Viking history, besides my guy Adrian Peterson, is Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, man, if it wasn't for his injuries later in his career, I think he had like a shoulder injury, couldn't hang on to the ball. But Dalvin Cook, bro, one of the best catching running backs I have ever seen. He reminded me of Brian Westbrook from the Eagles back in the day. Very elusive, always super shifty. It's going to take more than just one person bringing him down because he's going to end up juking you out your cleats. And he had the breakaway speed as well. Like, we got to use our running backs in the running back screen. What happened to that? What happened to the running back screen? Forget the tight end screens. Forget the tight end screens and let's do some running back screens. I'm sorry, man. I'm just yapping. We're going to see, though, Mike. We're going to see, bro. Kyler Murray also has a high rushing upside. Yup. Facts. If Murray was 3 years younger, I'll say you. Well, he's not that old, though. He's 28. I think he might be 29 when the season starts, but that's not old. The biggest thing for him is health. Quarterbacks can play later in their career, but they got to be healthy. They got to start getting injured. He got to start getting hurt. Very cool, buddy. Answer the question. Falcons and Titans instead of Sean. Realistic things aren't realistic. I'm just trying to catch up in the chat. I hear y'all going back and forth. Congrats. This is a very big because he wants to come there. And that's very good. Yup. I like it, Ty. Catching up. Marvin Harrison and Michael Wilson, they have Trey McBride. Yup. No. Yeah. But they ain't no dang on Justin Jefferson, bro. No one has better receiver than Jettas. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. He got a whole different team, bro. This is going to be different. It's going to be different, though. I'm telling you. I got to blow my nose, y'all. I'm about to get up and go blow my nose. So just bear with me. I'm about to just read a couple more comments and I'll be right back. Murray was throwing to good receivers. No need to disrespect Wilson. Yeah, I ain't disrespecting them. Titans better than equals. All right, let me. I'm gonna be right back, y'all. I gotta go blow my nose. My nose is about to start running. Boogers are about to start falling down my face. Hold on, real quick, y'all. Hold on, real quick, y'all. What's good with it? I'm back. Oh man, some people left the building. I said I was be right back, man. People left the building. All right, I'll stay on. Still productive. Shout out to you, bro. I know the. Oh man, Skull, what's good, bro? Thank you so much, everybody that's in the building. Not to mention, Kevin King isn't our head coach. Subscribe. Hey, listen, bro. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, bro. We go live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. And everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. We're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Sixers are losing. Oh gosh. They don't need to. They aren't in the division. The Titans will never will do better than. Oh no, don't do that, Mike. We ain't gonna do that. Y'all not doing better than us. Stop it. You talk about me being delusional, bro. Come on, bro. This will be the best offense Kylo has ever. Let's go. What'd he say? He said this will be the best offense, right? What did he just say? He said this will be the best offense that Kyler Murray has ever had. Hold on now. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Yeah, we going live for every game, y'all. It's gonna be lit. I'm going live for the draft too. So I'm gonna be doing some mock draft. I might do a mock draft tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. We might do a mock draft tomorrow. Either I'm taking my wife out on her date, or I'm gonna be doing a mock draft around probably like 7, 8-ish, 6-ish, something around there. But yeah, so yeah, we're definitely gonna probably do a mock draft tomorrow. I haven't been doing a lot of matter of fact. Do y'all want to do a mock draft now? We can even do a mock draft right now. Real talk. We're going to do a mock draft right now if y'all want to. I have no problem doing a mock draft. Put a Y if you want me to do a mock draft. Put an N if you don't want to talk. If you don't want to do a mock draft and you just want to keep on talking that talk about the news of the day, and that's the Kyler Murray news. If you don't know, now you're about to know. Kyler Murray has signed a 1-year contract worth $1.3 million with the mighty Minnesota Vikings today. And also, Kyler Murray, you know, this is the unfortunate truth, though. It includes the 1 year includes a no tag clause. This means the Vikings cannot use franchise or transition tag on him following the 2026 season, allowing him to become a free agent in 2027. So, you know, let's see what happens, because that franchise tag could really help us out. But I was asking a question earlier, and I'm not sure if anybody answered it, so I don't want to say no one answered this question. But say Kyler Murray wins the starting job and he looks amazing for most of the season, and then for, say, hypothetically speaking, we get to like week 14 or whatever, or week 13, and we're like, yo, can the Vikings be like, yo, we want to sign you to a multi-year contract extension in the middle of the season? Does that happen? Can you sign a contract, like a extension in the middle of the season? Because I don't really know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look that up. What am I doing? I'm asking y'all, but I can also look it up myself. Let me look that up. If you can answer that question, y'all, can you sign a contract extension in the middle of NFL season? I hope I'm. Yes, NFL players and teams can sign contract extensions in the middle of the season, provided they meet salary cap requirements. While allowed, these are often avoided to prevent distractions and injury risk. All right. Okay, I like that. Let me does anybody want to do a mock draft? I'm sorry, I got to block. Don't block him. Don't block him. He's cool. Get along, y'all. Please get along. Don't block each other, man. Hey, listen, it's all love at the end of the day. It's okay to agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Don't block each other. It ain't that deep. We don't gotta block each other, man. We just, if you want to, you could just ignore it, but you don't gotta block them. It's okay to debate. You know what I mean? And listen, if there's a comment, you know how many comments I ignore, like I don't like pay attention. You know how many comments I see, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, why would he say that? Like, I just don't pay it no mind. I don't even be blocking them. I block some people, but I don't be blocking people, bro. But it's up to you, though, bro. It's up to you. Harrison's better than Addison for sure. Ooh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You might be right though. 7-8 if the defense is really good. Oh, come on, bro. All right, who wants to do a mock? Does anybody want to do a mock? Kyler is a beast. It's okay. Go into stand up. You'll sign. Yeah, I know this guy is definitely showing that. You need to save. Yeah, no. Murray might be the next Super Bowl champion. He might get us to the Super Bowl next year. Let's speak it into existence. Kyler Murray might get the Minnesota Vikings to Super Bowl 61 and win the mighty Minnesota Vikings their first Super Bowl in the history of the franchise. Let's go, Vikings. Yeah, I said it. I ain't stutter. You know what I'm saying? I said it. I didn't stutter. Who wants to do a mock? Does anybody want to do a mock? He's going to be 28 during the camp. Okay. It's a up Murray. Everyone would have memed it because stop it. There's always going to be a hit. It's going to be. Always someone's going to not like what people do. You know how people be talking crap on me, bro? I'll be just, listen, I read it and I just don't read it out loud sometimes. Sometimes I do read it out loud by accident. Too short. McFlurry Murray. Excuse me. If you see okay, 29 quarterback playing into the late 30s, yeah. Not when injury prone, too short. Oh man, y'all, you think he's too short? All right, we'll see. Play baseball at high level. He ain't taking hits. Sam is a stooge. What? He takes hits and hold on. Let me catch up in the comments. I think I'm skipping comments, but my bad. Mike, skull, everybody, skull. Hold on. Skull, pass. He said pass. Oh, come on, bro. Okay. Shout out to everybody. I'm just looking at all the comments. They went. Oh, wow. All right. Let me get this guy out. Let me get this. All right, this is what I'm gonna say. This is my only warning. I'm not even gonna say it again. We don't have to use color when it comes to a quarterback, ethnicity when it comes to a quarterback, whether he's Asian, black, white, Spanish, whatever he is, you don't have to put it in the comments. At the end of the day, he's a human being. He bleeds like us. Let's go by his character and his personality. And if you want to talk about race or what color someone's skin complexion is, just talk about it on another channel. This is not the channel for that. I say this is one YouTube family for a reason. And I want everybody to feel comfortable, whether you're black, white, Spanish, if you Jamaican, whatever you are, Jamaican, Liberian, FBA, FBA is short for Foundational Black American. It could be anything. You could be anything. You're welcome to this YouTube family. Like, it don't matter what you look like. As long as you got good energy and good vibes, we're not going to bring up the skin complexion. You know what I mean? I know you're trolling, Luke, but at the end of the day, some people might look at it like, why he being disrespectful? What's wrong with black skin? What's wrong with this skin? What's wrong with that skin? So I'm just saying, please, this is my only warning. Let's not talk about people and what they look like. Let's just talk about the player on the football field. You know what I mean? Because there's good people. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it right there. I'm gonna keep it right there. All right. Not a fan of Murray, but it's cool. He's living his dream job. Kevin O'Connell needs to go. Facts. I'd hope so. And the fact that he couldn't. First and foremost, just reading the comments. McCarthy ain't competing for any two evils in the building. Collar is washed. All right, we'll see. We'll see. You blind. You got purple. All right. Does anybody want to do a mock draft? I don't think anybody wants to do a mock. Murray is winning a Super Bowl in Minnesota. Let's go, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna start Vikings draft wide receiver quarterback. Collar is Buns and Vikings are so bad. Hey, listen, for you who's your team? Pyro, who's your team? If you gonna talk trash on the Vikings, who's your team? Because you talking and hiding at the same time. Kyler is yeah, man. Let us have our moment, bro. Murray to JJ touchdown. Let's go. Yeah, Murray to JJ. All right, so yeah, Murray to JJ. Let's see what happens. Kyler Murray, only chance of being successful is in Madden 26 football game. That's funny. Collar's allowed to get better this year. It's mentioned in his new contract. For real. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube family. Let's get back to the chat. You said that's down. I wanted McCarthy to succeed, but I don't want to wait 3 to 5 failure to fix it. You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. He might not be the guy after 3 to 4 years, and then you just wasted JJ McCarthy. You just wasted Justin Jefferson's prime years. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, we got to see some production. Like, third year, we need to see production, bro. We seen Drake May get to the Super Bowl at the age of 23. So we can't even use the excuse, oh, he's only 23. First of all, I know it's different teams. I know it's different organization. I get it. But he's still only 23. Drake May's 23 years old. And he's getting better. He's not even at his best. You can still be a young quarterback and be productive in the NFL. You're not going to be Hall of Fame good, obviously, but you can be good and decent. Look at Drake May. Yes, they had probably an easier schedule, but at the same time, he beat some of the best defenses in the AFC getting to the Super Bowl. And if it wasn't for his run game that was so shut down, his run game was shut down. Him and his running back got shut down by the Seahawks. They maybe would have had a chance if they could establish the run a little bit more, but they could not establish the run in that Super Bowl. Credit to the Seahawks defense. The Seahawks defense was amazing. Drake May went against the best defenses in the NFL besides the Minnesota Vikings defense. Now, he went against the Minnesota Vikings defense. Hey, listen, if Drake May would have went against the Vikings defense, that's all I'm going to say. And I like Drake May. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to say nothing. Skull, baby. For sure, Kyler is man. Yeah, we going to win the Super Bowl, baby. JJ McCarthy reminds me of Sam Darnold. Let's get it, baby. I love the comparison, baby. What does it take to be number one? Excuse me. Check out the Kyler Murray. Funny. Hit the like button and sub. What the heck? What kind of name is that? Hey, listen, bro. Respect. Hey, listen. Thank you for the shout out. But I don't know what's going on with your name. Your name is a little suspect to me. I'm just going to be honest with you. Facts, he do. But some Bradford was cold, though. Yeah, Bradford was cold. You know what I'm saying? Bradford was cool. We went 9-8 with McClellan and Carson Wentz. Murray would bring us the players. Let's go, baby. I love it, bro. Let's do it. Yo, Grizzly, what's good with it, my guy? What's good with it, my guy? My guy's in the building, bro. Kyler is not the answer. Hopefully, JJ get it together. We gonna see, Grizzly. Hey, listen, please don't kill my vibe. Please don't mess my vibe. Please don't destroy my vibe. Please, like, what's Kendrick Lamar? Please don't destroy my vibe. Please don't destroy my vibe. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. W throwing shade at McCarthy. That's crazy. No matter what, we need to draft a quarterback in 20. Hold on now. Hold on, bro. Come on, Bob. Don't do that. Come on, Bob. Don't do that, bro. No matter what, we need to draft a quarterback in 2027. Really? Dad. Kyler doesn't want to run, though. I liked him. Oh, we gonna see. Hey, listen, Mike. We ain't worried about what. Listen, Mike, you gotta understand this, bro. I don't care what he did with the other team. Let's see what he does with the purple and gold. You will have a stronger point if he doesn't do it with the Vikings. But I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm about to talk that talk. Talk that talk. That Kyler Murray will use his legs and get multiple first downs with his legs. Kyler Murray will be accurate in the pocket, even though people hating on his height. Kyler Murray will shine when the lights are the brightest on primetime games. You know the vibes. Kyler Murray will do his thing in the purple and gold. Welcome to the purple and gold, Kyler Murray. One positive sign, if you remember when D-Hop came to the Cardinals, that first year Kyler was balling. If Kyler can get on the same page with JJ and the wide receivers, Vikings can make a jump. I love it, baby. I love it. Let's keep it real. Kevin O'Connell also said McCarthy knew the offense backwards and forward and was ready. I can't, bro. I can't. Overall, this is just chatter. It comes down to how it plays out during the camp. Going to be exciting to say the least. Yeah, we just going to talk about it. But yeah, we don't know how this going to all turn out. We're going to see. But the one thing about your boys, I'm going to give Kyler Murray an opportunity, bro. Like, I'm not going to count that man out and say he has no chance of being a good quarterback because he wasn't the best with the Cardinals consistently. He is a 2-time Pro Bowler. He did have some moments. He did shine. So it's not like he was a scrub where he just sucked his whole entire career. He had no moments. He never made it to the Pro Bowl. And this is when the Pro Bowl was a little bit better. Like, I don't know what the Pro Bowl is now, bro. I think anybody can make it to the Pro Bowl now. But in my opinion, the Pro Bowl a few years ago was a little bit more legit. I think the Pro Bowl is a joke at this point. They might as well just say it's I don't know what it is now, bro. Just name, they're a Pro Bowl, and then just figure out, man, you might as well just have a freaking awards. I don't know, man. Just pick an artist that you want to pick and just have them perform, and just make a big concert or something. I don't know, man. The dang on Pro Bowl ain't the same. Or know what you can do? Oh, I just came up with something. Tell me if this would be cool. All right, hypothetically speaking. I need everybody to listen real quick. Everybody listen to what I'm about to say real quick. Hypothetically speaking, right? Say the winner, maybe you could separate it like the NBA. Like, say it's the AFC versus the NFC, right? The best players versus the best players in the NFC versus the best players in the AFC. And whatever conference wins the Super Bowl, whatever conference wins the Pro Bowl, they have the home field advantage in the Super Bowl. So you can make the Pro Bowl more meaningful. You get what I'm saying? Would that be cool, or would that be kind of corny? But then you'll be risking injury because they'll try to play and then they might get hurt, and then that'd be, that'd probably be doing too much. I think never mind. But I was just thinking, how can you make the the Pro Bowl more interesting? But if you had the best players in the NFC versus the best players in the AFC, and they play head to head, and whoever wins has home field advantage in the Super Bowl, I think that'd be pretty decent, bro. I think that'd be cool. But the issue is injuries. One major injury is done. You get what I'm saying? But just imagine that, though. They going all out. Both conferences going all out. And then, the winner of the conference, whatever conference wins, say one conference, all right, say the NFC, if they win, the NFL donates like $5 million to diabetes organization. And then if the AFC wins, you donate $5 million to what's another high blood pressure organization to study high blood pressure or diabetes, whatever you could think of, bro. Just something. But I just feel like the only reason why that wouldn't happen because it's the injuries. Football is so brutal, and that's why the Pro Bowl hasn't been the same. Even the All-Star game in the NBA ain't even like it was. They don't even go all out in the NBA anymore, bro. It's crazy, bro. And the NBA ain't nowhere close to being as physical as the NFL. Yeah, NBA is physical though, but it ain't like that. And I get it. NBA players be jumping all high and dunking. You might land on someone's foot and break your dang on ankle or leg or whatever, but it's not like football. So it's a higher chance of these players getting hurt. But I think that'll be fun though. They got to figure out something. But I used to love the Pro Bowl. I used to be like, yo, this is really cool. But it's not the same. I read that comment. Let me get to the comments real quick. I'll be mad. Nah, man, stop it, bro. Stop it. What up? If Kyler was good, nah, because it's not always true, bro. They said the same thing about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's a Super Bowl champion, bro. How many quarterbacks? I got to ask y'all a question. How many quarterbacks that was probably a high pick that didn't work out with a team that won a Super Bowl or were good on another team. The first person that I can name, and I'm not really comparing them, but I'm kind of comparing them because I know one's definitely a better quarterback. I think of Drew Brees. The first name that comes to my mind is Drew Brees. Like the Chargers, he was really, 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 really good with the Chargers. And then they replaced him with Phillip Rivers because of his shoulder. Was it a shoulder injury? Excuse me. And then he went to the Saints and won a Super Bowl. But that's a little bit different situation though, because he was a Pro Bowler. He was really good. It was more of his age and his injury. So I think the better example would probably be like a Sam Darnold. They gave up on the Jets, and then he went to a couple of teams and came and won a Super Bowl. I know there got to be quarterbacks that were supposedly a bust, but then they went to another team and won a Super Bowl. I know there got to be some quarterbacks in history. I just can't think of them off the top of my head, but we'll see what happens, man. I ain't sleeping on Kyler. Kyler going for 4,000 yards. Easy. Let's freaking go. Everybody that's in the building right now. I need everybody that's in the building right now. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say, sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going live for primetime games as well. So if you feel in the vibes, you like good vibes, this is the channel for you. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. And also, I want to say this, man. It's okay to agree to disagree. If someone is leaving comments that you don't want to read, just skip over it. Don't read it. It's okay to debate. It's okay to keep it respectful at the same time. But if you see someone that's making a comment and you don't want to read it, just don't read it. Just bypass that comment. Because not everybody's going to think like you. Everybody's different for a reason. That's what makes the world go around. That's what makes the world interesting. Because if we all thought the same, the world would be boring. If everybody thought like me, I would feel some type of way. I'd be like, man, bro, I hope you don't think the way I think, bro. I don't want you to think like everything I say. I don't want you to always agree. I want someone to go against what I say. I'm not saying always, but like I don't want people to be like, yeah, that's right. Like if you have an opinion and you feel like what I'm saying isn't not right, man, I want you to speak on it and we can talk about it. You know what I mean? I love talking to people and debating and having a conversation. Not even really debating, but just having a conversation about, because it's good to get other people's opinions, perspectives on what they see. Like for instance, I looked at Drake May prior to the 2024 NFL draft. I looked at his highlights and looked at a lot of his film, and I thought he was a baller. I thought he was one of the best quarterbacks in that draft. And people were telling me, no, he's not going to be good. Right. But I wasn't going by what everybody was saying. I went by my opinion, what I believed in. Just like they went with their opinion. Just like when I was talking about Caleb Williams, I thought Caleb Williams was going to be good too. Oh, well, he does this and that. And I'm like, yo, that's personal. What about him on the field? Is he a good player on the field? And he turned out to be pretty good so far, including Drake May. And then just use that as an example. It's good to have a respectful debate or conversation. Yeah, we are being in the playoff this year, and that, yeah, exactly. And that was depleted. Oh yeah, and that was with depleted O line, and depleted O line. You ain't lying. Yeah, don't be afraid to go get a quarterback and give him 100 mil guarantee. Right, you were gonna Texans. Yeah, man. Texans, man. CJ Stroud got to step his game up, man. Nah, bro. We're not gonna do that. But listen, it's not really comparable when you talk. I don't think it's that comparable. I think it's not that comparable. But what I will say is this: you gotta go with the play calling, you gotta go with the system. Maybe the system that Kyler Murray was under it didn't work for his talent. Maybe this system will work for him better. We'll see. All we speculating. Nobody really knows, but I'm gonna give Kyler Murray. I'm gonna give him a chance. Competition, that's all I cared about regarding the quarterback situation. If they didn't get someone with talent to go head to head, competition, it would be yes, it would be iffy. Exactly, because we deserve better than that as Viking fans. We did not deserve how the season ended last year, bro. Like real talk, man. How you got this great defense and your offense is that bad? Like, even with all the injuries, our offense shouldn't be that bad, bro. Like, come on, bro. 29th. This is not a rebuilding team. How you got the 29th off? Listen, I'm trying not to go back in time. I'm trying not to go in the past, y'all. So I'm not going to go on this big giant rant and talk about what this offense did last year. I'm not going to do it. But I don't understand how we was that bad, bro. Even with the bad offensive line and injuries, we should not be ranked 29th in total offense. There's 32 teams in the NFL, and we're at the bottom of the NFL. How does that work?
Talk that talk.
Or how does that happen? Kevin O'Connell, for me, Mike, I'm going to put Kevin O'Connell. Listen, Kevin O'Connell, if you're listening, brother, that offense, the offense in 2026 NFL season, better be in the teens. At the very least, it better be in the teens. And I ain't talking about 19 or 18. It better be higher than that. It cannot be no dang 29. It can't be in the 20s, and it better not be in the 30s. Kevin O'Connell, I'm talking directly to you, bro. This 2026 season, our offense better be decent. Respectfully speaking, I'm talking to you. Yeah, man, I'm talking to you. I want to rock this helmet proudly. I want to rock this Viking helmet proudly and win a Super Bowl with this helmet on, baby. Skull to the freaking bowl, baby. Skull to the freaking bowl. Think it's a game out here, man. This ain't no game. This is real life. We trying to win a Super Bowl. Forget all that. Yeah, forget all that. I like Mac Jones. I'm Mac Jones. Don't act like you don't know my name. Hey, nothing. You already know the vibes, bro. Get in the room hype. Yeah, we getting hot. Yeah, you know the vibes. He said, I'm just going to say big time play. Oh, hold on now. Let me take the helmet off for that. Hold on. I gotta read this comment. The way I gotta read this comment. My guy Bob, my homie, my brother from another mother. This is what he said. I'm just going to say, and I quote, big time players make big time plays in big time moments. Let's go. Yeah, bro. It's only a mill. What do we have? You funny, bro. Funny for that comment, bro. It is only a mill, though. These billionaires, bro. $1 million is probably like $10 to them, bro. $1 million to these billionaires it's probably like $10. If J Mac is good, he won't lose to Merck. Yeah, JJ. Yeah, exactly. That's how I look at it. Plus, either. Is that simple? They both fighting for a starting spot. Doesn't get better than that. Facts, bro. So we're going to get their best, hopefully. The same thing was said about Wilson and when he went to the Steelers. How many times do you get a Super Bowl champ for this cheap? Facts, bro. For real. That's true. Yeah. All right. That O-line needs to build some man saying, yeah, we do. I agree. Yeah, it's a whole new environment. Facts, bro. Behind that line, he's running. Nah, we're gonna be healthy, bro. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new life for me. I'm feeling good. Yes, go! Open mic competition on Mike Sports Vibes. If you rap, if you sing, if you play an instrument, if you can break dance, this is the channel to go. Yeah, man. Nah, this dude. Why are we doing this? Oh my gosh, y'all funny. Maybe Murray will be Nah, we gonna be good. Murray gonna be a good quarterback. Murray gonna be a good quarterback for us. Win shouldn't have been. Oh my gosh, I wish Darnold was. Never mind. Let me not say that. Darnold's on the Seahawks. I can't think about that. Can't think about it. Meanwhile, McCarthy on the sideline doing Curly doesn't come into camp with 20. Yeah. Did any of you watch the interview with Murray talking to Minnesota press? No, I didn't get to, but I'm going to watch it. I didn't get to. He was talking about going to war with his guys, licking his chops, knowing he gets to throw to. Oh my gosh! Can somebody help a brother? Can somebody help a brother? I love this comment. What did Ray J say back in the day? If I had one wish that the Vikings will be a Super Bowl champion this season. Let's go. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's freaking go, baby. Yeah. I love it. I love that. I love that comment. As long as Flores D they're gonna be they're gonna be good. But he's not gonna be he gonna probably be gone next year though. I don't see him staying after this. I mean, I'd be surprised unless the NFL really don't want to give him a head coaching job because he's like, what is he suing the NFL? So since he's suing the NFL, he probably not gonna get a head coach. He not gonna get a head coach. That's not funny, but I'm just saying. But he's getting that bread. I think he's like one of the highest paid coordinators in the NFL. So he's still getting the bag. If I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all, if I was a good coordinator and like my team wins a Super Bowl, I ain't gonna lie, I might still want to just be a coordinator. Excuse me. Like if I'm getting the money, like I mean, unless you really aspire to be like a head coach, like I wouldn't mind being a coordinator and just being the best coordinator in NFL history. Like, hey, listen, as long as you has me as your coordinator, y'all, our defense is gonna be top 10 every single year. Ain't nothing more. Listen, it'll be a surprise year if we're below 10. If we don't have a top 10 defense every year, straight up. Or a top 10 offense. Oh, it's all about making the party. Once you in, it's true. Anything can happen. You know those vibes, bro. I love that comment, bro. Facts, bro. Flores isn't going to stay D coach forever unless you pay. Matches head coach. Yup. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, bro. As long as his defense going to be something. Yup. Mike Washington Jr. film is crazy good. What you all think? Put name in a jersey. Hey, listen, you know what? Y'all want to do a mock draft? I'm about to just do a mock draft right now, y'all. I'm about to do a mock draft right now. He said run game equals clock control. Yup. Same ish. Always. Over and over like a windmill, literally insane franchise. Just start the kid. If he sucks, lean into tank and draft the actual top prospect. Amazing. We keep doing this. This is the only issue, bro, because we're all thinking like fans, right? We're thinking like fans. We're not thinking about Kevin O'Connell's job. Like his job is on the line, bro. Like, yes, I would love to see JJ McCarthy be the starter, but at the end of the day, you got competition. He can still be the starter. Beat him out. Beat him out. Just like Kyler Murray said, I'm licking my chops to be able to throw to Justin Jefferson. That's how JJ McCarthy should be feeling. If JJ McCarthy is that good, he should beat out Kyler Murray. If Kyler Murray sucks that bad, like everybody says he does, he's so bad, he should be able to beat Kyler Murray. And also, like I said, Kevin O'Connell's job is on the line, bro. Yeah, as a fan, you want to see your guy that you drafted in that 2024 NFL draft. You want to see him shine, right? I get it. But when your job is on the line, put yourself in his situation, Kevin O'Connell. Nobody else is going to be looked at more than him when it comes to the team not being successful. They're going to look at Kevin O'Connell because they just fired their GM. They fired their offensive line coach. Now all eyes are on him this year. So if you have a quarterback that only played 10 games in 2 seasons that keeps getting hurt, you got to at least, even though Kyler Murray is a little injury prone as well, at least you're trying to improve your quarterback room from last season. Last season was a disaster. After JJ McCarthy, Carson Wentz was pretty good a couple games. Then he got hurt. His shoulder was absolutely just jacked up. And then they put Max Brosmer in an undrafted free agent. We can't bring that back next season. So it's okay to bring competition. And we, as us fans, can't be scared of a player having some competition. If we scared that JJ McCarthy is going to lose his job, then is he really the guy for the job? Is he really the guy for the job? If we're scared that JJ McCarthy will lose his job to Kyler Murray, the guy that everybody thinks sucks. I'm just saying. Let's do a mock draft, everybody. Then we can be last place in our. Yeah. All right, let me see something. Don't sleep on Wilson. Hold on. Let me. I'm just looking at the comments. He a Titans fan. Yeah, I'm my bull, man. He a Titans fan. All right, let's do. Hold on. Let me read this comment. And you're gonna say, but our division is. All right, let me put it. Let's do a mock draft. Let's do a mock draft, y'all. For everybody in the building. Let's do a mock draft. All right, I'm just going to put it up here soon. Bear with me. Gotta find the right website. Make sure everything is good. All right, we're going to do 7-round mock. All right, let's go. I'm going to put it on the screen right now. Let's put it on the screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the mock. Hold on, y'all. We going to mock. Let's mock. I want to mock. And why won't you mock? Let's mock draft. All right, let's do this mock draft, everybody. Let's go. We're going to do 7 rounds. At least one mock draft. Let's see what we do. We're going to do for the Minnesota Vikings. We got the 18th pick in the 2026 NFL draft. We're going to have a little fun right now. We're going to have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. All right. So on the clock, the Raiders are on the clock. First overall pick in the 2026 NFL draft. Let's start this draft right now. We're not going to trade any players. All right, we pause it. So first overall pick is Mendoza. Goes to the Raiders. Let's go. All right, second pick, David Bailey to the Jets. Edge rusher from Texas Tech. Third pick, Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State. Titans are due up at with the 4th pick. All right. Titans draft Arvell Reese, Ohio State, linebacker. Let's do Giants. Giants select Tulane, cornerback, LSU. Dang, he went up to number 5? Dang. All right. Number 6, Jeremiah Love, running back from Notre Dame. Go to the Browns. Number 7, Francis Mogwa. I'm jack his name up. My bad. Is a tackle from Miami to the Commanders. The Saints draft Cornell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State. All right, 9. Caleb Downs, Ohio State, goes 9 to the Chiefs. Wow. With Bengals. Bengals go Reuben Bain Jr., edge rusher, Miami, 10th overall pick. All right, Dylan Thieneman, safety out of Oregon, 11th overall pick, Dolphins. Cowboys on the clock. With the 12th pick, they pick Kenyon Sadiq, tight end from Oregon. Ooh. Wow, that's going to be crazy. With Pickens, Lamb, and Sadiq. What? I'm surprised they didn't go pass rusher, though. All right, let's go. Rams. They pick Makai Lemon, USC, wide receiver. Ravens are up. Ravens are at the 14th pick, tackle. Spencer Fano out of Utah. 15th pick, Buccaneers are on the clock. All right, hold on. Oh, my bad. Buccaneers pick tackle out of Georgia. Monroe Freeling. And also, Jets pick defensive tackle with the 16th pick, Caleb Banks out of Florida. Now, the Lions are on the clock with the 17th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. What would they select, ladies and gentlemen? They select Akeem Mizider, edge rusher, defensive end from Miami. Now, the mighty Minnesota Vikings are on the clock. What are we going right here, ladies and gentlemen? What are we doing right here? Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What are we doing right here? Should I trade back? All right, we got 3 trade offers. Let's see what's on the. No, we're not going to trade back because that's the closest 43. No, we going to keep this pick then. We ain't trading back. All right, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to draft a player. We got the top guard. We don't need a guard. We probably do, but we ain't going to do that. Jeremiah McCoy, cornerback, Tennessee. We got CJ Allen, linebacker out of Georgia. We got wide receiver Jordan Tyson, wide receiver. I don't know. Where do we go right here? I feel like we got to get our defensive tackle right here, though, bro. I ain't going to say cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of want to go guard, bro, but it's like I feel like we can't go guard. I don't really want to go corner. CJ Allen is right here from Georgia. Let me see what Bull looking like. His run defense is 88.6, which is excellent. Pass rush grade is 67.7. Coverage grade is 55.5. His overall grade is 75.8. First look is 6'1", 235 pounds. Georgia Bulldogs. We could go safety here. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Coverage grade is 92.0. His run defense is 83.0. He improved every single season. His overall grade is 91.9. Played 13 games. Force incompletion rate 33.3%. 6'2", 202 pounds. I think I want to go safety here, y'all. I think I want to go Tyson and trade Addison. Oh, I forgot to trade Addison. I didn't trade Addison. Or defense. For real. For real, bro. Oh, that's funny, bro. That's so funny. All right, I'm thinking about going safety, bro. And then I'm thinking about going defensive tackle, bro. Like I understand, like I like McDonald from Ohio State. And then like the only trade offers, we got to trade back to the 43rd. We could let's trade up with the Panthers, man. Let's trade back. Like I'm gonna trade with the Panthers. I'm not gonna force it, but we're gonna just trade back a couple of spots, man. I want to get an extra pick because I feel like I can get, but they're not even trying to trade 18 for 19. Like, that's stupid. They don't even want to trade. That's crazy. All right, what should I do here, y'all? I'm stuck, y'all. I'm stuck. I'm gonna go safety. I'm gonna go safety here. And I gotta go defensive tackle. I have to. I'm gonna go Peter Woods, Clemson. I could go Peter Woods. I'm gonna go McDonald. Let's go McDonald. Let's see McDonald. We're gonna go. This is hard, man. This is hard, bro. This is so hard. I kind of want to get a defensive tackle, either Peter Woods or McDonald. I'm gonna go Peter Woods. I'm gonna go Peter Woods, y'all. Welcome to the Minnesota Vikings. Us fastest. Let's go to. We're in the second round. Turbo this. We got the 49th pick. Got trade offers. We're gonna stick and pick. So I went DT. We're gonna go safety from LSU. AJ Halsey. Coverage grade is amazing. 6 foot, 222 pounds. Coverage grade 88.6. Run defense is 76.2. So let's draft him. We're in the third round. Let me see what's in the chat. What y'all talking about? Woods if you want a pass rush, and McDonald if you want a nose tackle. Yeah, that's true. I really want Banks at the spot for the Halsey fall and a lot of the. Yo, that's crazy, right? Why is that? Why does he fall? I wonder what the reason is. Like, what is the reason for that? Yeah, I like Banks too. I like Banks too. All right, so what I got so far, let's look at the picks. We got Peter Woods at number 1, and for our number 1 pick, which is the 18th pick, and then for our second round pick, we drafted AJ safety out of LSU. So I went defense. Like, I just went defense so far. So now we're in the third round. We got 2 third-round picks, by the way. We could trade back. I could trade back, but if I do trade back, I want your 4th-round pick. Is 125 a 4th-round pick? I'm going to try to see what this is looking like. If I trade back from 82, that's a good pick, though. Let me see what we got available first. Because you got Chandler Rivers, cornerback out of Duke. I could go corner Devin Moore from Florida. I could go center. I got to get my center, bro. Connor Lew is right there from Auburn, and Jake Slaughter. Y'all know how I feel about Jake Slaughter, so I'm not going to draft Jake Slaughter just because I always draft Jake Slaughter. So I'm not going to draft Jake Slaughter in this draft. Y'all know how I feel about Jake Slaughter. I always rock with Jake Slaughter. So I think I got to go get my corner just because we need, not a corner, a center, my bad. I got to go get my center. So Connor, pass blocking grade is 71.9, which is pretty good. Run block defense, 64.9. He gave up 2 sacks last year, 2 hurries. He had a down season overall grade, but from what my knowledge is, he's been up there, man, when it comes to the highest ranked centers. I also like Jake Slaughter. That's my favorite center in the draft, but I always draft him. So I kind of want to get away from him just because I always draft him. Because I feel like if I keep drafting him, it's not going to happen because I'm doing it too much. What other centers are available? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draft Connor just because we need a center so bad, and we got to make sure interior offensive line is on point. Let me see his weight again. He weighs. Oh, is that light? Hold on. Let me see how much Jake Slaughter weighs. He weighs 255. Why do I feel like 255 is light? Yeah, he light, bro. Let me look at Connor again. 255. Oh, he's 303. My bad. I looked at the wrong person. All right, he's 6'6", 303. We're going to draft Connor. Let me look at the chat real quick. We need a running back here. Yeah, we need a running back too. Let me see what the running backs are available. All right, so let me see. We need a running back. All right, so let's see. Excuse me. So we got running back. Jonah Coleman's there. I'm not going to draft Jonah Coleman. I'm gonna draft it with my next 3rd round pick. I'm gonna get the best running back available, either Emmett Johnson or Seth, or there's a couple others, but it's really Emmett. I want Emmett. Not my other 3rd round pick. That's kind of reaching, right? I don't know. I think I gotta go. Center. I gotta go center just to get that out the way because that's the one thing I can't live without the center in this draft. If we go past 82 and all the good centers are picked, I'm gonna be so irritated. So I'm gonna get draft Connor, and then we're gonna look at running back right here with the second, third round pick. Oh my gosh, Drake dropped. Oh my freaking gosh, bro. Jake Slaughter dropped to this pick too, bro. All right, let's see what the running backs is looking like. Running back. All right, running back. The Seth is right there, but what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna trade back. Dang, bro, this sucks, bro. This really sucks. We do need an edge rusher too. We need a running back so bad, bro. But I just feel like nobody is there, bro. Like running back wise, like if I trade back, like I can't draft Emmett Johnson this high. And Seth, I think that would be high too. And the only running back that was available that was like high ranked, it doesn't really. I'm just going by PFF, but depending on who you talk to, you can't always go by PFF, obviously, right? You go by your opinion, but I just feel like I could probably get a running back. Maybe I hate to say the fifth, but we don't have a fourth round pick. If I drop, oh man. Yeah, because the next guy that I trade with, let's see what the Panthers have. See, they don't got nothing that I want. We could go linebacker, Keyshawn Elliott from Arizona State. Coverage grade is terrible, but his run defense and pass rush is really good. 6'2", 235 pounds. We do need another pass rushing edge rusher just because we know Jonathan Grenard is going to be leaving. Let me look at the chat. Emmett Johnson in the third would be great. See, that's the problem, bro. He's not even available, bro. They got him. No, my bad. Emmett Johnson in the third. Oh, so you think so it wouldn't be a reach if I drafted Emmett Johnson right now. Is that what you're saying? Oh, watched his film last night after that one dude was telling us about him. His cuts really are nasty. Okay. All right. Cornerback. Let's look at cornerbacks too. We can look at cornerbacks. Don't forget, we did get a cornerback in his free agency already, but it's cool. All right, so you got Will Lee the third from Texas A&M. He's the highest ranked player out of all the players, even the running backs I got on the board. Also, Jelon Kilgore from South Carolina. Does anybody know about these two cornerbacks? His run defense is really good, but his coverage defense is 65.3. He's not the best, not the worst. 6'1", 211 pounds. And then when you look at Will Lee the third, Willie, isn't that a Orca well, Willie? All right, so Willie the third, his run defense is horrible. His coverage is, oh gosh. Hey, listen, bro. He gave up 4 touchdowns last year. We not going to look his way, bro, respectfully speaking. So we not going corner right here, y'all. We not going corner. It's a wrap for that. It's a wrap. Oh, I feel like the fourth in the real draft, he goes before the fourth. Okay. He's going some point in the third. All right, so we going running back then. I like Kilgore. Okay. Yeah, I like Kilgore better than Lee. I'll tell you that. Malik Muhammad is up there too. I'm gonna draft Emmett Johnson, but I'm telling you right now, they're going to give me a bad grade, which doesn't really matter. But I'm just letting y'all know because he is a 5th round pick in this, but it doesn't matter. We're going to just draft Emmett Johnson. I know that's not we're not going to get a good grade for that, but it is what it is. We going to the 5th. Dang, we in the 5th round, y'all. All right, so we on the clock again. I think we should go tight end Joe Royer from Cincinnati. Receiving grade 64.6. Oh gosh. He had a down season this last season. No, we ain't going this route, man. Gosh, Lee, bro. Gosh, Lee. We can go guard. I'm gonna go guard. We had to get more offensive linemen. So, just in case someone gets hurt. This guy's passing block grade, Stevens from the Ohio Hawkeyes, 91.6. His run block grade is 83. His zone grade is 89.5. His overall grade is 85.1. He didn't give up any sacks or hits in the 2025 season. He's 6'5", 315 pounds. Let's see if there's any corners too. Corner Charles Demings. Let's see what's up with this bull. He had 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown allowed. His coverage grade is really good. His run defense is not the best, but not the worst. He's 6'1", 190 pounds. Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. What? That's the school? So yeah, we could go that route and draft a corner right here, or we can draft a. What do y'all want to do? Draft a corner or a guard right here? A corner or a guard? What would y'all do right now? Okay. We gave up our 4th for a 5th game. Yeah, exactly, bruh. Oh my gosh, that was horrible,
bruh. Nah.
That was horrible. I think I'm a. Yeah. Big task all day, every day. You know the vibes. Kyler Murray all day, baby. Yo, we doing a little mock before I get off. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go guard because I feel like we need to have more. Just in case an injury happens. We in the 6th round, baby. All right, let's see what we got looking like. What we looking like? We got Tasario Davis out of Washington. His run defense is 81.8. His coverage grade is 65. 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown allowed. 6'4", 200 pounds. I think I'm gonna go this route. I don't even really gotta look too further. I'm gonna just go right here because 6'4", good height, 200 pounds, solid weight. Could get a little bit, a little bit more weight, but I'm cool with that. All right, I think we're in the 7th round. Well, 7th round, we probably gonna go tight end, Michigan. Receiving grade is 43.2. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, listen, bro. This man got 11 receiving yards, bro. Hey, listen, bro. This man got 11 receiving yards, bro. I know we in the 7th round, but my gosh, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I gotta get that little boozy when he be like, come on, man. Come on, man. I gotta get that. All right, where is that? Lake. This is more like it. 445 receiving yards. Lake McRee. Receiving grade 72.72. This is more like it. I ain't get the other bull. I don't know what that was about. Caught the ball 30 times for 445 yards. 14.8 on average per catch. 4 receiving touchdowns. What's his height? 6'4", 250 pounds. Welcome to the Minnesota Vikings. All right, our last pick, but oh no, we got how many 7th round picks we got? Why we got so many 7th round picks? Goshly. DJ Harvey looked like he got hurt, but he went from a 90.6 overall grade in 2024 to a 55.3 overall grade. 5'10", 190 pounds. I'm gonna double down on cornerback. And we got one more pick. I'm not drafting a quarterback, even though they're the highest ranked on this board. I'm gonna draft a linebacker, Xavier Surrey Jr. for the Razorbacks. Oh gosh. We're going to just see what happens, bro. 7th round pick. His pass rush grade is 71, which is good. Yeah, we just want to just go this route and we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is the 2026 NFL draft for the mighty Minnesota Vikings. It says you've earned one new award. What is my award? All right, so they gave me a C+ for Peter Woods, defensive tackle, with the number 18th pick. And then I went safety, LSU, AJ Halsey, B+. And then I went in the 3rd round, I went Connor Lew, you know what I mean, from Auburn. You know, you got to go get that center. You know, I'm all about the trenches. If you realize the first 3 rounds, I said I got to get the DT and the interior offensive lineman, the center. So I made sure that I made that happen. We did get a safety, AJ, and hopefully he can be the replacement of Harrison Smith one day. We'll see what happens with that. We did draft Emmett Johnson in the 3rd round with the 2nd, 3rd round pick, the 97th pick to be exact. They gave us a D+ for that. I'm going by how we feel, not by what PFF feels. And everybody that I'm speaking to in the chat, all my brothers, all my sisters and my brothers was saying, yo, Emmett Johnson is the real deal. And I'm going to have to look him up for myself. So then after I went running back, so we got the running back, we got the center, we got the safety, we got the defensive tackle. I went guard, right? Because my mindset is if somebody was to get hurt, we want to make sure we're developing another player behind him to put him in the game. And Stevens from Iowa, he has a very good pass blocking grade, right? He gave up no sacks in 2025. My whole thing is this, man. We got to be on point with the offensive line this year, man. We got to develop. Now, after that, I went corner in the 6th round. Tercerio Davis from Washington, B-. I don't know nothing about the brother at all, but I went corner. And then I went tight end, Lake McRee, in the 7th round. Why we got so many 7th round picks? I'm not saying I don't like 7th round picks. I'm just wondering, can we package like a 7th round pick and maybe the 5th or the 6th, maybe 2, 7 and a 5th to get into the 4th or something? I don't know, man. I don't know why I want a 4th round pick so bad. Like I want a 4th round pick. I want a 4th round pick. I don't know. All right. Anyway, then we went cornerback DJ Harvey from USC. They gave us a B- for that. And then I went linebacker Xavier Jr. They gave us a C+ for that. And they gave us a B-. Give us a B-. Hey, listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hey, listen, it is what it is. All right, now let me get to these comments real quick. Let me get to these comments. He's a beast. Drafting him now. Yup. I just got on. Can you recap what you got? All right. Oh, you talking about what we Kyler Murray, or you talking about the draft I just did? I would just punt for the next 3. Nah. Hey, Glenn, stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Really, stop the cap.
Who's your team, Glenn? Who's your team? Because this is what I would say to you, bro. This is what I'll say to you, bro. Whatever team that you rock with, we're going to beat the brakes off of them. Whatever team that you rock with, we're going to beat the brakes off of them. I say that respectfully speaking. Shout out to you, though. It's all love at the end of the day, but you know we're going to beat the brakes off your team. It is what it is. They don't like it. We do. Yes, get it. They don't like it. We do. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Yeah, they don't have to like it. We do, though. For real. It is what it is. They don't got to like it. We do. It is what it is. Yeah. It is what it is. But shout out to everybody in the building. I'm about to get off this live stream. Any last questions before I get off? We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going live for primetime games as well. Not all, but some. If you're feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. And thank you so much for all y'all support. Share. If you know anybody that's a Viking fan or just likes good vibes, tell them about your boy Mike Sports Vibes. Oh, they don't. Minnesota Vikings is ready to this year. Yeah, I think we are. Glenn just dropped his. What do you think about her? Oh, I like that. I like that, man. I think he's a good coach, man. I honestly wouldn't mind if he was our coach. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. Bro. I would be happy to have him as my coach for real. That ain't capping. I'm not capping either, bro. Chargers, but I think they'll steamroll you this year. I just like to stir a pot with Mike. Oh, it's all good, bro. It's all good. I love it's all love at the end of the day. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much for all y'all support. Everybody that's been in the building. Appreciate y'all. I'm just trying to think if let me just look one last time to see if there's any other news that is out there. Is there any news before I get off this live stream, before I get off, and see if there's any other news for the Vikings before I get off? This is live and direct. All right, so no, there's nothing. Nothing really. No, it's just talking about hold on, what? Did Jonathan Grenard? Oh, that's Jonathan Allen. I thought it was Jonathan Grenard. Oh, so Jonathan Allen signs a 2-year, $26 million contract with the Cincinnati Bengals. I ain't really worried about that. It is what it is. All right, so shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful night. Let me read these last comments. Skull, shout out to you. But if he was good, they gladly pay for the email. Stop it. Raiders for life. Let's go. Shout out to you. We're gonna beat the brace off the Raiders when we play y'all, hopefully. But because he isn't yeah, we'll see, Mike. We'll see. But shout out to y'all. Peace out. God bless. Until next time.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.